I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing as GTO, Instagram, and just a lot of it's the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, duper duper big fight. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing Voice. Boxing Voice. Boxing Voice. Boxing Voice. Ayo Ness, roll up the Hardin. I just landed at Reed, I'm trying party. Roll up. Shout out to I mean. We rollin' permanent marker. Be careful, this jabber stain you like a permanent marker. Size them up, then back them down. Vander Holyfield posture. All these other shows frauds. We the real, they imposters. We got like 2 phones lit. I'm on my two-tone ish. Ness drop the line up. We got Bill Haney on the list. Whether it's X or Discord, hit the line. The floor is yours. You ain't feeling my opinion? We can meet at Border Wars. Throw you straight and I'ma slip. Throw my straight, you know it's lit. I take this rollie off my wrist and throw some gloves on this. I throw some gloves on this and turn the money made. Hit the subscribe button, it's free and you can join the day. And hit that champ level. Appreciate it. We live every day, twice a day. We stay dedicated. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., we'll get you through your day. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. They tuning in from New York all the way to the UK.
This is just too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today is going to be a fire day. Our second episode is going to be having WBO welterweight champion Brian Norman Jr. on the show for our second show. This morning, we're here to discuss Edgar Berlanga, Hamzah Sheeraz, and the face-off that took place. We're going to go ahead and watch it together because it's not that long. We'll skim through some of this because, you know, it's a lot of shit talking. But, yeah, we're going to try and get through as much as this 13-minute episode as we possibly can. And we're going to just review the Edgar Berlanga, Hamzah Sheeraz face-off. This is the review, you know, because some fireworks definitely happened last night on the release of this particular video. Hamzah Sheeraz and Edgar Berlanga faced off for their July 12, 2025 WBC super middleweight title eliminator. During this face-off, Edgar said some interesting things. He called, you know, Hamzah Turkey's baby. He said, "You Turkey's baby. You his little boy." And I'm like, damn. Yeah, Edgar was very disrespectful, but we know that that's him, right? Like, he's here to sell a fight. The issue is he's got to get a win, and he needs this win. This is a fighter moving up, you know. So some are looking at it like he automatically has the advantage, not giving Hamzah credit for his good boxing ability. Hamzah may be getting drug into what exactly Edgar has planned for him. Edgar trying to get him to stand with him and trade. And it's Hamzah's giving him that, or at least in the buildup, he sounds like he will be obliging Edgar with that. But listen, let's go ahead and watch this. We're probably gonna get flagged, but you know, it is what it is. We wanna check this little episode out with the people. It's only 13 minutes. We'll try and pause it here and there so that you know, we don't get too flagged. Let's see, maybe a little bit bigger. Nope, that's the wrong one. That one, all right. Let's see. Maybe a little more. Adjusting. That looks better.
Truck to hit me in my chin, boy. You're not knocking me. I promise you.
And when it happens,
I promise you. This is my shit. That's why I told Turkey. I told Turkey this is my shit.
don't let that I'm gonna take it away from you.
Yo, Hamzah.
Let's move this up though, cause that's like the little teaser.
Shiraz taking on Edgar Berlanga in his hometown, live from his side, throwing jabs at you from the crowd. How are you feeling right now?
It's a new position I've been in. I haven't been in this position before, but I feel like alive. I've got that fire in me.
You're smiling, Edgar. What are you smiling about, man? Is it the fact this is in your hometown? Is it the fact that trash talk is already starting to come out? What is it?
I love that. I love it, man. I think, he needs that. I don't want him running around the ring, you know what I'm saying? He likes to run around the ring and he's gonna try to box, but now, he sees the fire in me, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of fire in me. I got a lot of proof. July 12.
So,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot, bro.
Are you proving it?
That's some of the stuff that I had an issue with. I don't like when fighters tell other fighters not to move. Like, that's part of boxing. Is on you. You the puncher, cut the ring off, do your job. But, people are getting more and more, I guess, annoyed with the sweet science of boxing, and they just want, the big Berlanga knockout. But Hamzah Sheeraz is a boxer. He gives us, slight shades of a Tommy Hearns with the height and the reach. And, why would we want him not to box? But, you're going to hear Hamzah say that he will stand there with Edgar. We'll see how true that is.
It to yourself? Are you proving it to everybody, or are you proving it to Hamzah Sheeraz?
To myself. I don't need to prove nothing to him. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody, to myself. I got this far proving to myself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I love Edgar. But he's saying this far. Where is this far exactly? He's gotten far when it comes to, like, I guess, finances and leveling up. We can't act like that's not a thing. He's certainly on a different level than a Shiraz and a Pacheco and a Sean McCallum. He's a bigger star, a bigger purse, a bigger bag.
Canelo fight came. He thought I was gonna get knocked out. Look what happened. We took an L, but it's the way we took the L. We came out 20,000 people against me, 20,000 people after the fight became a fan. You know what I'm saying? So
Hamzah says you're a runner. So you like to run around the ring a lot. What's your response there?
I don't think I'm known for running around the ring. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had however many knockouts I've had. That's the first I've ever been.
He got Andy Lee. He got Andy Lee in his corner.
I hope Edgar's not underestimating Hamzah simply because of the Andy Lee situation. I've heard him bring this up numerous occasions. When we interviewed him not too long ago, he basically said that, like, bro, I know what they're going to do. They went and got Andy Lee. I already beat Quigley. He did drop Quigley a bunch of times, so he was obviously able to catch up to Quigley and cut that ring off, but he wasn't able to get that stoppage, that really sends a statement. But he dropped him, I think, 4 or 5 times. So we'll see, because Hamzah's been hurt a couple of times.
I already know the game plan. I already know their game plan. I already know.
What do you think
plan,
it is?
Huh?
How much do you want to bet I'll stand in that ring with you?
Oh, we're gonna see, bro.
I'll bet you I'll stand in.
See, not only did he bet him verbally that he'll stand in the ring, but they also made a $100,000 bet that maybe doesn't even take place. But this year's Caller of the Year gets the official Caller of the Year strap. You see it. I know you see it. Yeah. Who gonna win Caller of the Year this year, man? Who gonna win Call of the Year to take home the strap? But you gotta defend it. We ain't just giving this out. You gonna have to defend it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
In that ring with you.
See.
Listen, I'm coming to your backyard.
I pray you do.
I'm coming to your backyard. I can't box.
I pray you do.
Can't box.
You got turkey. Turkey, that's your poppy. You got.
That's your poppy. Then he goes like this and puts him all the way down here beneath the table and chair as if Hamza's a little boy walking hand in hand with his poppy.
Turkey got you like this, brother. You heard? You an ambassador. I gotta go in there and prove something. It's not, you think.
No, I'm coming to your backyard.
Yeah. This is my shit. That's why I told Turkey.
I'm glad that Edgar knows what's going on because he's going to go on to say that. Like, bro, you his boy, you know, I got to do my thing. They want you to win.
I told Turkey, this is my shit. When I say Turkey at the fights, he said, oh, so you the king? I said, yes, this is my shit, Turkey. But you the king too because you own all these hotels here. It's my shit, bro. I was raised here, bro. I'm a big New Yorker, bro.
So you got a lot of fans. You got a lot of fans here, yeah?
But listen, you, Turkey's baby.
That's what you think?
I know.
So if that's the case.
Ayo, why would he say that? He talking to like baby language, right? He's like, you right here, you Turkey's baby. Like he slowed it down for him like he really a child. Edgar's funny.
Why am I coming to your backyard?
I know. Because you don't got no choice.
Why is Turkey set up the fight in your backyard?
Because you don't have no choice because your poppy said, yo, listen, we got to fight for you. You got to fight Berlanga, but you got to fight Berlanga in New York.
If I was
can't tell Poppy,
you know.
Is he annoyed or is he genuinely like, I guess, entertained by Berlanga, right? Like that little chuckle, that laugh, like, yo, this guy is delusional, right? Was that a this guy is delusional laugh, or was that oh, this guy's actually funny because, you know, he keeps saying I'm Turkey's son.
Come to London.
What are you gonna tell
Poppy? You'd have come to London.
Huh?
If I
go to your backyard. If he would have said you got to fight Shiraz in London, I would have went over there.
We said we'd fight you anywhere. We're here.
Huh?
I signed the contract. We're fighting you in your backyard.
You had to take the fight.
Don't that show confidence? Don't that show that I'm coming to?
Edgar's out of control. He keeps saying Poppy and pointing down to the floor. Is he trying to make the bigger Shiraz smaller? I guess subconsciously because he's like under the wing of Turkey al-Sheikh.
Take it away from you.
He told you.
Don't that show that I'm trying to take it away from you.
Yo, Hamzah, man, come on.
You know I'm trying to take it away from you. You know I'm coming.
I promise you, on Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, here it comes. Edgar OD'd right here. That was my first comment in the chat. I promise you, open quote, end quote, Edgar Berlanga. He about to say this a good 50 times.
My son, you're not taking nothing from me.
I'm coming for you.
I promise you.
And I'm going to take it.
That's why, all right, we're going to see.
I'm going to take it.
We're going to see.
That was already 3 so far.
We're going to see. We're going to see.
I don't do half-fight shit. I won't be here.
We're going to see.
I won't be here otherwise.
We're going to see. Trust me, we're going to see. Trust me, we're going to see. Trust me, we're going to see.
We're not going to see. You're
going
to see.
All right, it's your will against mine.
He's ODing on the repeating, right? Like, we're going to see that was a good 7. I promise you, he already did 3, but he about to double up. It's just a lot of repeating here.
My will.
You're gonna see.
Is your will against my will?
He about to say this is 2. This is another repeat right here.
It's my will against your will.
It's as simple as that.
Who's gonna break first?
You know, it's gonna come down to who wants it more.
Yeah, that's
me and you in that middle ring exchanging.
You think I'm not taking you lightly? I know you coming. You know why? Because Turkey got a plan for you. He told you.
There ain't no plan for me.
No, he told you.
There ain't no plan for me. Bro.
Hamzah straight capping. He knows there's a plan for him. Everybody's heard it. If you beat Berlanga, you get Canelo. We haven't heard what's next for Edgar if he beats Hamzah. So, you know, Hamzah got to stop the cap.
There ain't no plan for me. But the same goes for you, bro. The same goes for you.
No, you're going straight to Canelo.
The same goes for you.
You're going straight to Canelo.
The same goes for you.
100% you're going straight to. I'm your Canelo right now.
Oh, you ain't Canelo.
I'm your Canelo right now.
Have you won a world title?
Yo, I know that one went over your head, but in my opinion, Edgar murdered him with that. This was the knockout blow when he said I'm your Canelo, because he's gonna you know double down on this by trying to get Hamzah to say his purse and clearly insinuating that Hamzah's purse is bigger than Edgar's, so he got the bag to fight Edgar. So that's his definition of him being his Canelo, because this is Hamzah's biggest payday, and it's a Canelo-type payday because of Turkey al-Sheikh and because Edgar is Edgar.
I'm your Canelo right now.
Have you won a world title?
I'm your
You
Canelo
haven't.
right
I
now.
ain't either.
That's how I know I'm gonna be you, because you don't even look at me like that.
Like
You
what?
see where I'm going?
Like what? I don't. I'm baffed. I don't
You
get
see
it.
where I'm going?
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get it.
Yo, the UK slang is hilarious. He said, I'm baffed. I guess it's like an abbreviation, short for baffled. I don't know. I'm baffed. It's like, you in the shower? Like, you in the bathroom? I'm baffed.
I don't.
You don't
I
get
think
it?
only you get it.
You underestimated me, bro.
No, you're underestimating me.
Nah, never,
You're already
bro.
talking about who you want.
Bro, no.
You know
I
you are.
always do that.
You know
I
you are.
always
No,
do
you
that. I
don't.
always do
Against
that.
Canelo,
I
you didn't.
always do that.
Who did you
It's true. You know, Berlanga always talking. He always got a list.
call
I
out after
always
Canelo?
do that. I'm focused on you.
Who did you call
all
after
them other
Canelo?
at the end of the day, I can say
You're
what
not
I want.
focused
But
on me.
here,
You're not focused
here,
on me.
And my
You're
my
not-
balls is on here. I know I gotta go
You're
against
not
you.
focused.
He said my balls is on here and slaps the table. Yo, he is funny as hell, bro. Edgar needs this win desperately. He must get this win. Like, he got to get this win. Like, how many of these big type of shows can you get without winning? He got to get this win.
On me, bro.
I know, yes,
you.
I am.
What
Yes,
you're
I
trying
am.
to do is tell yourself you are.
Munguia,
But you know I'm coming.
Munguia got knocked out by 4 knockouts. 4 knockouts. Munguia got knocked out. Knocked the out by a guy with 4 knockouts.
But at least when I knock you
think
out,
I'ma
you
go
can
in
say,
there and
I've got
I could
19
talk as
knockouts.
much.
See, I like that because he's at least telling you, like, bro, I'm not taking you lightly. Look at what happened to Munguia for taking somebody lightly. I'm not sleeping on nobody. I hope y'all read in between the lines.
Shit
You
as
can
I
say
want.
I've got
Huh?
more knockouts than 4 knockouts.
Now what?
I said when I knock you out, you can justify it.
You're not
You can
knocking me out,
justify
bro.
it.
I
You can
promise
just.
you.
I like Hamzah's comeback there, but again, Edgar is so loud and demanding to be the A-side in this face-off that Hamzah had to repeat it, and it really didn't hit. But he's like, I got more than 4 knockouts, so you got a justification when I knock you out. You feel me? You not Munguia that got knocked out to a dude with 4 knockouts. You knocked out to a dude with like 17. So Hamzah had a little good one-liner there, but they're getting buried by the overpowering Edgar Berlanga.
I got my chin, yo, bro. I could truck to hit me in my chin, bro. You know.
See, he's good for this. Like, we ain't got other fighters doing this. And that was a moment that I gravitated to. I loved when he said, a truck can hit me in my chin. Because, no, let's be real. He did go down, but it was a flash. He wasn't hurt. He got right back up.
Knocking me. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
And when it happens?
I promise
Hey, didn't I tell you he was going to say, I promise you a good 50 times? He ain't done.
you.
And when
I
it
promise
happens?
you. I promise you.
And when it
Because I
happens?
know I'm going to get hit. I know you're going to get. It's boxing. I'm going to get hit. I know I'm going to get hit. But let's see if you ready to get hit.
You know, see my last fight, how many licks I took?
What?
How many bangs
Bro,
I
he was-
took?
I'm waiting to see if Carlos has already responded. Somebody DM me as I can't leave this screen because then you'll see where I'm going, right? It's screen sharing. So someone DM me anything Carlos Adames might have said, because I was watching this last night like, oh, Carlos got to be tight right now because, you know, obviously Edgar's taking hella shots, right? Like, you know, he's about to go in on Carlos.
Tapping you, bro. That dude was out of shape, bro. That dude didn't have no conditioning. He would have conditioning, would have stopped you, bro.
And it's the second shot, right? Like, remember earlier this month, or rather now we're in July officially. It's the first of the month. Yeah, earlier last month, Edgar says something about like head movement. Oh, you ain't gonna hit me with that shit that you was hitting Adames with. So Adames put out a clip showing his head movement in the Shiraz fight. Like, you know, Edgar, you must be confused. I don't know what fight you watch. So there's some back and forth. I don't know if a storm is brewing there. That's a good fight. Puerto Rico, you know, versus DR, Dominican Republic. And for Edgar, advantage to him, right? He's the bigger man. You know, Adames would have to move up, plus started at 54.
You're
Bro, he was tapping you, bro. He was tapping you. I'm like, yo, bro, when he's gonna sit down on his shot, you was right. You started after.
Or you're gonna sit down.
And actually, I watched another Hamzah interview where he's dressed in the same clothes, and he told whoever he was being interviewed by that they tried to make the Adames fight, and allegedly Adames priced himself out. I don't know if I believe all that. You know what I'm saying? Adames, I'm pretty sure he's with Louis de Cubas. I don't know. You know, I guess maybe they did ask for more, which even I would, because the world thinks Adames won, right? So he has slight edge.
Rounds, you started.
So
He started.
listen, I'm gonna take your shots. I'm gonna talk to you in the fight.
All right,
I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm a king at that.
No, I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm a king at that.
It's cool.
I told Canelo. You know, I told Canelo.
So this is one of our polls. Let me get to that, because he's about to show you why we had to make this poll. We got one on X, right? Berlanga's Canelo talk. It's more of an obsession, though. 0% calling it a confident flex, 50% calling it delusional, 25% saying he's just selling a fight, 25% saying annoying obsession. And that's why we went with these types of polls, because people are upset at Berlanga's constant how do I word this? Like he keeps pointing to the Canelo fight as a win morally. Like, you see, he brought it up in this interview and, you know, said something like, Munguia went down. Everybody thought I was going to get knocked out. I was standing toe-to-toe. So he's taking, you know, some victories out of whatever he thinks he did in that fight. So the internet calls that delusion. They're annoyed with his consistent parade. I mean, isn't there a fighter that's taking shots at him? I feel like a fighter just said, oh, Oscar. Oscar just said in the comments section, De La Hoya, like, you're not even going to win 2 rounds versus Hamzah. I'm paraphrasing it because I don't want to fuck it up, but he's like, Jesus, you know, are you going to go on another parade or some shit like that? So people are kind of upset with him not moving on from the Canelo fight and instead using it as this, you know, career-defining moment. So on Discord, we got another poll. Berlanga's Canelo fixation. 11% believe he's hiding insecurities. 33% believe he's hyping the fight. 22% believe delusional Puerto Rican pride. 30% now, from 22 jumped quickly to 30% delusional Puerto Rican pride. Genuine confidence is 20%, and annoying to the fans is only 10%. So I guess they're not that annoyed. I fall in the hyping the fight. Maybe I'm in both, like hyping the fight and delusional Puerto Rican pride, because, like, you know, you don't have to be a winner to have pride in your country, right? Like, you going out on your shield for your country, you know? I don't know. I don't really hear him talking about the whole Puerto Rico thing. He's just Puerto Rican, so I don't, you know, I don't know. But, yeah, that's our poll, and you can check it out and participate here on the, excuse me, the live chat on YouTube, where I hope you've already subscribed and click your notification bell. Also, you can catch the show live on X, live streaming video. I need you to go ahead and hit that retweet, repost on X. It's going to get the visibility out there to put this stream in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know we rock out every day, multiple times a day. This afternoon, we will be having WBO welterweight champion Brian Norman Jr. on the show to discuss his previously announced fight with Devin Haney. So shout out to the champ for coming through. Getting back to Berlanga and the face-off review. If you're joining us, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. It's a short episode, so we're just watching it together. We're halfway through it. There will be some pauses. You know, I'm probably still gonna get flagged, but you know, I'm trying my best not to.
I told Canelo to suck a. I told Canelo to suck a.
See what I'm saying? Like, he thinks that means something, and I don't know why. That means something in the street, right? When two dudes know each other and you tell him what Berlanga said and the other dude don't do shit. But how does that mean anything in the ring when Canelo's dropping you and he's punching you? Like, it don't matter. You're telling them to do whatever you're saying, which I don't want to repeat, and he's punching you in the face. So I don't get this part.
Ring. I told him you hit like my son. When you say he's gonna knock me out 2 rounds, what happened? I'm talking to him.
But he dropped you.
A lot of times, huh?
But he dropped you.
Okay, and it happens, bro.
I love this part, right? He sounded so humble there, huh? Okay, bro, but it happens. Everybody goes down. All the he did sound humble there, and he's got a point.
The best got dropped.
But
it's not about you getting dropped. Because guess what? I got dropped.
If you're saying,
look at, I got dropped, and I look right in my corner. I saw, oh yeah, it's game time. Oh yeah, the fight just started now. My balls, I'm right on the table. Now we're gonna fight.
Yo, I love this dude, but he remembers a different fight, bro. Like he's about to go in and say that people don't remember, like, they remember the war. That's what they're gonna remember. I mean, in his mind, he fought harder than he did. I give him credit because I knew he was gonna last that long. Remember, I picked Canelo not to stop Plant. I thought Plant would go to decision. So, you know, Plant just, he got too confident, overzealous, and that's what happened. But Berlanga is, he remembers a different fight. I want to watch the fight through his eyes. You know how they got, like, the POV helmets and shit? Like, if they could show us the fight through his point of view, it would be crazy.
Stand in the middle with him, though.
The whole fight. What are you talking about?
You didn't, bro. You didn't.
Bro, the whole
you didn't,
fight.
bro.
Yo, the way that man, cause I watched the general. What's that movie, The Englishman or whatever, where they like gentlemen, secret spies and shit. Hamzah gives me 007 vibes. My man, he's like, you didn't, bro. You didn't. You didn't stand there with him. Like, Edgar believes he stood in there and banged out, and Hamzah, oh man, gold. This shit was gold to me.
Didn't.
What are you talking about?
I think in your head,
watching?
I think in your head, you saw something else.
What are you watching?
You saw something else.
Yo, Edgar said, what are you watching? And Hamzah's like, in your head, you saw something else. Edgar, like, you underestimate. This is, bro, this is fucking gold. This should have 1 million views. How many views they got right now? Okay, 144,000. I guess that's a lot. Edgar's carrying this. You know what I'm saying? What was that last video that we questioned their views? It was like 250,000. And it was on a big-ass platform, right? So I don't know. This is not doing that bad.
Bro,
you saw something else.
Me, bro.
I'm not underestimating you. I'm coming to your backyard.
It's all right.
I'm coming to your backyard.
You was forced to do this, bro.
Isn't it hard to take Hamzah serious because he's so smiley? Like, he's saying, I'm coming to your backyard, but he's like so, you know, he's so happy. Like, I don't know how serious he is. I don't underestimate him, though. I think he's mean. Like I said, man, he's the UK version of Tommy Hearns right now. I mean, and people gonna get mad, right? Because you fucking nostalgic dudes, you older heads, you're like, oh, he didn't even do nothing. How dare you compare him to Tommy Hearns? Listen, people was comparing Paul Williams to Tommy Hearns, man. The height, the reach, the 1-2 is always gonna get that comparison, man.
I want forced to do I want forced to do
You Canelo next.
No.
He promised you Canelo next.
No. Listen, we nearly signed for another fight.
And I just told you, I'm your Canelo. You said, how you my Canelo? I'm your Canelo.
You're not, bro.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Here you go right here. He said he about to say how much you want to bet. And he about to try to get the bag out of Hamzah. And Hamzah give us some signs that he's getting that bag.
bet?
You ain't my Canelo, bro. You're not, bro.
How much you
Come on, let's be real.
I know you got the bag.
Let's be real,
I know you got
bro.
the bag.
Let's
I
be
know you got
real,
the bag.
bro.
I know you got the bag.
You got the bag as well.
No, you got the bag.
You know you got the bag as well.
Money. You got that turkey money.
Where's my RM?
Huh?
You're the one that I ain't
you got
my
a
RM.
whole bunch of those.
You know I ain't got.
I need that clip. You got that turkey money.
100,000
on what? On what?
Hey, yo, I'm getting annoyed with these bets too, man. I'm getting so annoyed with these bets. I mean, Hitchens went above and beyond and brought the 100,000. Like, we got to stop this. Y'all not going to make the bet for real. Nobody ever pays nobody. And the dude that was the most serious was Chris Eubank, and he didn't get paid by Eddie. These dudes, everybody making bets. I'm like, come on, man. Leave these bets alone. $100,000. Are they really going to pay each other right here? Is Edgar going to take some New York shit? Be like, man, tell that motherfucker, suck a dick, get it in blood. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, is he really going to pay? Like, come on, man. Hamzah, yo, text me, bro. Text me. I got to show you something. Yeah, man. Getting back to it.
On what?
On
what
the
we
win.
betting on?
On the win.
Hey, let's bet.
On the win. 100K.
There you go. On camera.
Let's go.
Yeah?
I like it. I like the energy. You both are very intense right now. You said something earlier about Edgar's energy at the press conference. You said it was a little nervous energy. Is that what you're seeing here?
I feel like it's always been him. It's always been him, but then I always say empty cans make the most noise. I always say it, and I stick by that.
Bro.
I stick by it.
Me and my wife was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? We was eating dinner. This probably was the dopest line of the face-off. The issue is it's a UK type thing, but I get it. Empty cans make the loudest noise. Edgar's an empty can. He hasn't accomplished. He's yelling out the top of his lungs how good he is, but he hasn't accomplished. Bro, fire one-liner. Fire one-liner. Empty cans make the most noise. I don't even think I've ever heard that shit. That was fire when I heard it. But back to the tape.
Talkers in my career that I fought, you've seen what's happened. So you know what it is? It ignites a fire in me. If he was there, just didn't say nothing, I'd be like, all right, cool, we'd be going through the motions. But this is exciting. This is what boxing's about.
See, and this the angle I went with Canelo. Bud pushing Canelo, like trying to walk him down, forcing Canelo to push. He's forcing Canelo to level up. You awakening the sleeping giant. You poking the bear. And I know Edgar wants it. And in this fight, that's what Edgar wants so that he could get the war that he's looking for, because he, like Wilder, young Wilder, pre-Tyson Fury Wilder, they believe in their power. You hear him? I'm going to get hit. But can you take my power? You know? So those dudes who got that power, bro, you got to knock them out because they don't stop believing in their power.
This is it. This is it.
You think, you said empty cans make them, you think his cans are empty? You think it's
bro.
empty stuff?
Bro, he knows it. He knows it.
Empty.
He knows it.
It's empty.
He knows it.
It's empty.
You know I'm coming though, innit? You know that. You can see it. Come on, bro. You can see it. You know I'm coming. Coming with everything. I'm leaving everything in that ring. Everything.
Edgar, you're
Yo, so this part right here, this is where me and my wife really fucking started just fucking cracking up, because I'm like, babe, look, Edgar's fake mad now. Now he ain't talking no more. Like, Edgar's fake mad, like he trying to show Hamzah, like, yo, it's serious now. Shit is serious now. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up, right? So he goes silent now. He's just giving him the death stare. Edgar, bro, they gotta get this man a fucking movie, bro. He needs a movie, bro. He should play Hector Camacho. He should fucking play Hector Camacho on a Netflix movie, docuseries or some shit on Hector. Because, bro, remember, Hector had the death. I think, isn't Hector the guy that they killed in the car with the coke or some shit like that? He got the whole story, bro. He got the whole story. Edgar is made for television. I'm sorry. I know y'all. Oh, you love this guy. You're not a real boxing fan. He's got no skill. I get you, man. I get you. He's entertaining though. And when I gotta spend hours watching television, I wanted to be entertaining, man. And Hamzah did that for me too. The suit, in another interview, he talks about it and how he's got a tailor and whatnot, you know. So he's like, oh, nah, this ain't expensive, man. This, you know, and the dude's like, well, you just bought that. So he's like, no, I got a tailor. He's like, well, it is expensive then. And Hamzah laughs it off. And he's like, well, look, I've always grown up being this type of guy. Like, he wants to always be the gentleman, he said. I didn't say Berlanga, a Berlanga movie. I said, let him play Hector Macho Camacho. It's like, you know what? See what you did right there? See what you did? Now you got me looking for you to give you a nice long timeout because you ruined my whole train of thought by making me talk to you. Go to sleep. I'm gonna give you a 10-minute one for that stupid shit. What was I saying, man? See what I'm saying when you gotta deal with these weirdos? Listen, I'm gonna end it there. We got a couple of minutes left, but I think, actually I wanna play that back. Not back, but just show you the actual death stare. Cause he's funny. He stops talking. He won't talk until the host, you know, asks him a question and he gives him like a one-word answer. This is just now death stare for Hamzah.
Intensity has switched here. It was a lot of joking and talking at the press conference. It's gotten a lot more serious now. Is that something that, you know, mind games potentially, or is that just you telling him straight up, this is what it's going to be?
You know?
One-word answer, that's it. You pissed me off, man. I'm coming for you. Yo, Edgar, you got to stop this dude.
You know?
The stare, look at the stare. Death stare.
You know?
He know.
That was all for the
Hamzah's like a 007 is what I'm saying, bro. How can you get mad at that face, right? You just like, yo, he got the slick back. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at Hamzah.
Cameras, you know, certain you could do for the cameras, but I tell.
Bro, you were throwing up gunshots earlier for the camera.
I'm telling you, Edgar, this is what I mean. He's so entertaining. Look, he's telling Hamzah that Hamzah could do shit for the cameras. Yo, he telling Hamzah could act up for the cameras, but when they go off, it's going to get real. Bro, the world thinks it's you acting up for the cameras. But that's why I love him, because he sells a fight. We just need him to win so he could keep selling fights.
I do it again. What happened? But listen, let me tell you something, right? You got guys that do for the cameras, right? And then you
bro, if I done it for the camera, I would be doing it my whole career.
Fight night come.
I would do it my whole career.
I'm not talking about you. Be quiet.
We're talking about you, yeah.
I'm not talking about you.
Yo, these New Yorkers so disrespectful.
Talking about people that do cameras and then go to fight and then get bad. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Listen to what he said. He's talking about people that do shit for the cameras. Just remember everything he said in the Canelo build-up. And then he said shit to bed in the fight night. I mean, Edgar, I love him. You gotta love him.
Me, I talk my because now I know I gotta back it up. You know what I'm saying?
He talked the talk, he didn't walk the walk. He done good. I'm not taking it away from him.
Hey, yo, this is what I'm saying. These one-liners go because of the accent. He said he talked the talk, he didn't walk the walk. He done good. Yeah, bruh, Hamzah doesn't respect him, so I don't know if Edgar has the edge, because Edgar did say, you underestimated me, and maybe the lack of respect because of the delusion, right? Maybe people look at the delusion and like, bro, this dude is crazy. He really think he did X, Y, Z, and you fall into that Devin Haney trap, right? Devin fell into that trap that Ryan was crazy, that Ryan's delusional. Just saying.
But the perception he's got in his head of the fight he had, I didn't see that fight.
Explain that.
He said he stood toe-to-toe with him.
Everybody knows that, bro.
Everybody's... Everyone's saying that you didn't.
You're an amateur, bro.
Hamzah said everybody's saying that you didn't. Bro, Berlanga, man, you are gold, bro. He's gold. He got Amanda Serrano like, nah, big bro, don't do it. Get your back. Yo, she on Twitter telling big bro, don't do it and get the bag. Don't do what? Don't slap Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody's selling a fight like Camacho. I mean, look, I'm about to call him Camacho because look, it's so sad. He needs the accomplishments. That's why we need this win. Because Lord, he is he's a seller of fights, man. He's a grand seller of fights. I love him. If you're watching this on X live streaming video, formerly known as Twitter, don't forget to hit the retweet, repost. We need you to go ahead and share this episode so we get more eyeballs on the show. This is an Hamzah Sheeraz, Edgar Berlanga face-off. They are copying Max Kellerman's face-off. This hosts nothing like Max. Glad Max is back, but all these networks need to use his services. Excuse me. Need to use his services. I mean, Max is back because of Turkey, so Turkey should just hire him for the ring. End of story. Because you're going to be doing all these Riyadh season ring influence fights anyway. Plus, ring is a, news fucking publication. Let them have Max, bro. This guy is not it. And I get it. Maybe he relates to the UK dudes, but you're doing an American show with a UK host. I don't know, bro. Give Max back his show, Because Johnny Nelson tried to rip it off too with Sky Sports. Like, bro, that's Max's show, bro. Back up. That's Max's show. All right? All right. So, once again, on the live stream here on YouTube, we have who won the face-off? 32% saying Shiraz's composure, 34% saying Berlanga's energy, 23% saying all hype, no substance, 10% say it's a draw. That sucks. And on our Discord poll, we got Berlanga's Canelo fixation. 10% believe he's hiding insecurities. 30% believe hype in the fight. 30% believe delusional Puerto Riqueño with his pride. And we got 20% genuine confidence. Let's go, champ. And 10% believe it's just annoying. Phone lines are open if you want to talk some boxing. I should have been checking my schedule. I think I had somebody booked. Other than Norman this afternoon. But it's all good. We'll do that in a bit. We got Alex Vega.
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, man, the face off. So let me ask, did they promise to knock each other out?
Yes, definitely Edgar. He said if you stand there, he would knock him out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Hamzah actually, he did also promise, because Hamzah said, oh man, we was just repeating it, right? He said, when I knock you out, you have justification, because unlike the guy that knocked out Munguia, who had 4 knockouts, you heard that part.
Yeah, okay. And they made a bet too?
Yeah, $100,000 bet.
What?
Yep.
Oh my, bro, this is gonna be
They shook on it.
Fucking movie, bro. This is gonna be a movie. Dude, they made a bet and they promised to knock each other out. Yo, we don't need this fight must be, is it sold out? It's sold out?
You gotta ask Shakur that and James Prince. I don't really know.
I'm asking you. Because you just said Berlanga, man. You put him on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? He can sell a fight. So this fight,
he's selling his fight, bro. The whole UK is dying to see Hamzah step up to the power of Berlanga. And
Whoa,
you know, New
stop
York.
right there.
You
You
know
said
New
the
York.
whole So it's not about Berlanga.
No, you're right.
It's
You're
about
right.
Shiraz.
You're right. You're right. Not
know-
just
yeah, okay.
not just the UK. You're right. Thank you for stopping me. Pakistan too. You know he's Pakistani. You know what I'm saying? You heard Berlanga
Shiraz
though.
is bringing that.
Huh?
Okay. Shiraz is bringing that. Okay.
Yeah,
Kinda
no,
like
but
when
Berlanga.
Berlanga fought. Kind of like when Berlanga fought Canelo. Canelo brought the 20,000 because he said it was 20,000 against him, right?
Yeah, 20,000 against him, but then they became fans. You heard him.
Oh, he said. Oh, okay. So his next fight was a main event. Those Canelo, those
Yeah.
Turn fans came out for him.
Yeah, it was a main event. They definitely sold that fight under his name and put someone else on the main event once he told the company that he wasn't re-signing. You remember that happened? Or you forgot?
So they must have put him in like a big arena that he, it must have been sold out.
Previous Jake
Must have
Paul
been on
arena.
crazy resales.
Previous Jake Paul arena for sure. He went over there.
Word. Yo,
But you gotta remember, you gotta remember, bro. You gotta remember,
no.
because I sense some sarcasm here. You gotta remember that his last two fights, that one and this one included, there's been promoter political issues, right? Specifically, his last fight, he announced he wasn't gonna re-sign, so they swapped and put somehow Ammo in Orlando as the main event because Edgar was no longer with the company. And the same thing here. They started with Edgar as the main event, and then, James Prince and Shakur put the pressure, and now he's the main event. So Edgar stopped promoting. I mean, this is organic because this is his opponent, but he stopped promoting. You don't feel the promotion that he was doing for the Canelo fight.
Wait, didn't we just get a face off and you're over here cheerleading about how
Again,
great his
like I said, I don't know if you driving and the internet broke up. This is his opponent. This isn't like promotion. Remember, he was pushing. He was telling motherfuckers his two main events. He was talking big. He stopped. Check his social media. But hey, look, you don't gotta blame me out. You sound like a Puerto Rican that doesn't like his own people.
Say this Puerto Rican pride or dilute, you got to cut that shit out. He hasn't mentioned, I don't think he mentioned Puerto Rico at all. This got nothing to do with Puerto Rico. This is a New York thing. He's on his New York shit. He is trying to dig into that and show that New York confidence, right? That's what people always say, New Yorkers, they carry themselves a different way. Like you said, the New York shit talk, the disrespect. That's what this got nothing to do with being from Puerto Rico, being Puerto Rican, he's not doing that. He is straight up on his NY. He's in New York as the main event. This is what he's supposed to do. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just
Shakur's the main event. You keep messing up. Shakur's the main event. With Zepeda.
So he's the main.
The WBC champion versus the WBC interim champion.
So wait. So let's go back. You had mentioned about his last fight. He wasn't the main event. Mm-hmm. They threw him on there. Obviously, the 20,000.
No. You're being.
And now
you're being
and
more
now you're
sarcastic
saying
again.
He was the main event of this card, but then they made another switch. Is he a star or not, bro? I'm confused.
Of course,
because everything you're describing is not a star. It's just someone that you support, which is nothing wrong with that.
Hey man,
nothing wrong with him.
Hey man,
supportive.
Hey man, is he Hamzah's Canelo or not? Is he Hamzah's Canelo or not? Did he get Hamzah his biggest paycheck or not? The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
I couldn't tell you.
The answer is yes.
Is Hamzah
getting a Canelo fight?
Is Hamzah no?
Is Hamzah getting a Canelo fight if he beats Edgar? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
The answer
you know
is
that,
yes.
right?
So
it's
then,
an eliminator.
So then what are we
and you
doing
made a good
here?
point. There is no path for Berlanga. They're not saying if Berlanga. They're
exactly because
Shiraz that's nasty work.
He's the B
why
side.
I say this Turkey thing. Yeah, it's whack. That's not how it should be. The winner faces this guy. This is the one thing I always critique when it comes to Turkey. But at the end of the day, everything's set up for Shiraz to win. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully Berlanga knows it. So when he knocks him out, what are they gonna say? They're gonna Berlanga is gonna have a serious. He can give a serious push for him to be stepping in there with Canelo again. He beat them. He beat their man that they were setting up. And you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna push it to the side. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, he's gonna lose. I expect him to get the knockout, but he has to. He has to put a show on, because it's gonna affect what his next fight is. But I'm not. This doesn't really hype me. It's mostly BS. It's smoke and mirrors. Listen, if this excites you, congratulations. But it don't do nothing for me, man. Shout out for Berlanga for attempting to sell a fight, putting that mask on, putting on for the cameras, which he's was talking about Shiraz when shout out to Shiraz, man, a true professional. I can I can get behind that, but I mean at the end of the day, I expect him to get stopped. But all right, bro. Continue on. Enjoy the Berlanga show. And yeah, I'll be in the chat.
Haters. Sticks haters.
It's all good, man. It's always your people, bro. It's always your people, man. It's crazy. And then, you get other other boxers that be like, oh, I wish I had a Puerto Rican fan base. I wish I had a Mexican fan base. But it's always your peoples, bro. It's always your peoples. Listen, we got to do better, man. We gotta support. We got to support. That's what I be trying to do. I be trying to teach y'all how to be real fans, man. You see, I brought my boy Darius Fulgham right back off a loss, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't throw fighters out, man. We don't throw them away around here. No, sir. But hey, phone lines are open. Suleiman the Scholar. Suleiman. While we wait for Suleiman to connect on X, don't forget to share the show. That's the most important thing. That's the free way to support. Costs you nothing. Just a little bit of time.
Man, Berlanga's gonna knock this guy out, man. He's already getting under his skin. The guy's gonna be stationary. Those Pakistani guys are kind of chinny anyway. He's like a blown up Amir Khan, bro. Once he corners him, he's gonna land his hard shots on him and knock him out. He already shot the bait when he fought Carlos Adamas. They went out of his way for him to get him that fight, and he fought to a draw. Adamas beat him, but they gave him a draw. So now he moved up on weight. He left. He ran away from the 160-pound division, and he's picking to make a big name for himself and get a good payday against Berlanga. But Berlanga's gonna prevail. Berlanga got the power. He's a two-time NABO champion. He has accomplished a lot. He has accomplished a lot as a pro. He's a two-time NABO champion. He's the current NABO champion, and he's gonna get another title opportunity against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And he won rounds against Canelo.
Hey, didn't he beat that 175-pound IBO champ?
Yeah, he beat that. That's why he got the Canelo fight. He knocked out that dude. He was undefeated. He was #1 WBA champion. He knocked him out in a 6th round. And after he knocked him out, who was at one-time IBO champion, and then he got the opportunity to fight Canelo. And then
he was one-time IBO champion at 75, though, right?
Yeah, and he vacated at 175. Vacated, ball back down to 168. Patrick McCrory. That's the guy he knocked out. And that's how he got the title fight. And he won rounds against Canelo, man. People tend to forget that he does have a point. He went the distance with Canelo. He didn't get knocked out. Munguia got stopped. And look at this guy. Plank just he looked horrible in his last fight. He lost to Resendez.
No, but Plank got stopped too by Canelo.
Yeah, he got stopped by Canelo, but he lost. He just lost his interim WBA belt. So Berlanga in the rankings, he's looking much better than these guys. He's looking much better than and Shiraz. All his accomplishments were at 160, and he was too green. He got the European belt very early in his career. I don't think he's ever fought a guy like Berlanga. So at the end of the day, Berlanga's going to cut off the ring. He's going to do his work. Look, it's true what he's saying. Andy Lee's trainer. Look what happened with Quigley. He dropped Quigley 4 times, man. 4 times. He won that fight. He won every single one in that fight. So this guy, what's he bringing to the table? Only undefeated record. He got 1 draw on his resume. He's going to have a big knockout loss on his resume now.
But you're not worried that he's a Turkey al-Sheikh boy?
He was a Turkey al-Sheikh boy when he fought Carlos Adamas. He lost the fight. He basically got himself. But he's gonna go break him down, walk him down early, cut the ring off, start hitting with power shots, and finish him. He's back on his knockout streak. You know what I'm saying? He has a positive attitude now. he's gonna win. So I got the win for the $6 billion man, 6B Berlanga by knockout. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, champ.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
If you watching this on YouTube, Broken Record Time, I should get that soundbite. But don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit that notification bell, subscribe as well. And if you're watching this on X Live streaming video, formerly known as Twitter, I need that retweet, repost. Can I get some love? You know what I'm saying? I don't got 1 million subscribers. Why? Because you did not share my shit. Like, bro, if you get enjoyment from listening to the show daily, if it gets you through your workday, I'm just asking for a share, a measly little retweet, a measly little thumbs up. I mean, this is absolutely free. Daily, though. It's got to be daily. Because I be getting shadow banned. How many of y'all be in the chat like, yo, I didn't get the notification? Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, man. YouTube. We got to make sure they know we hot. We got Al in the Bay. What it do? Al. Al.
Yo,
We hear you.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say, Berlanga do not get credit for not getting knocked out. Should no fighter get credit for not getting knocked out?
Of course you get credit because that means you're durable, bro. Tell
Nah, bro,
that to the journeymen that get return fights on TV because they haven't been knocked out and they get to test young prospects.
That's a whole different story.
I mean, it's not. Not being knocked out is a thing, Slim. You either got a chin or you don't. You want to be known as Amir Khan? You want to be known as Amir Khan and Gamboa, or you want to be known as Gennady?
You're supposed to be a top-notch fighter. Yeah, I don't give people credit for not getting knocked out. You know, to me that's not a thing. When you're supposed to be a top-notch fighter, you feel me? That's not a thing to me. Yeah, if you got a chin, yeah, you know, cool. But yeah, your whole identity of you not getting knocked out is your identity, then that's a problem. I don't think Berlanga had a knockout for a while now.
Wake up, Slim. Wake up. He just got a knockout his last fight, man. You all right? I know it's early on the West.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I think Berlanga going to get the win. I don't think it's going to be a stoppage. I definitely think it might be like a showcase fight for him. I do not think he's going to get the Canelo fight if he wins. But I definitely think it's going to be a good fight. I think they're going to go, they go 12, right?
Yes, sir. No it's an eliminator. It's an eliminator. So, yeah, they going 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So I think they're gonna go all 12. Edgar gonna pull it out. I want to say it's probably going to be about was it 8-4? You know. So yeah, man. We all know the other guy's Turkey Boy. He want him to get the Canelo fight. You know, Edgar just got to play spoiler alert at this moment of time. You know, so I think he's gonna do his job and play spoiler alert, and
like it's your time.
So he won't.
But it's not your time.
That's my call.
All right. Ron Boy Fresh.
Hey, Slim.
What up?
You can thank me for giving you. You can thank me for giving you a style to run with too, Mo. I hear you.
I did that because you retweeted talking about Hamzah in 6. You tripping.
Yeah, Hamzah in 6, Mo.
That ain't
Vegas already
happening.
told me who. I hear you. Vegas, I'm gonna go Hamzah in 6, and I'm sprinkling something on the draw. So that's just how I'm gonna rock with that. All right, Mo. All right, you gonna have to stop your slip subliminals on Shakur. Talk about is the fight sold out? I don't know. Ask Shakur.
I mean,
come on, bro. Don't
they
do that.
switched them.
Don't do that, bro.
They switched them. We would have been blaming
Don't
Berlanga.
do no.
We would have been blaming
But don't do
Berlanga if he
that,
was
Mo.
the main.
But without Canelo, Berlanga can't do more than $4,000 in any venue. You know that. Shakur is consistently doing 8+, and when he headline in the venue, so don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So let's keep it 100. I know Edgar, your man, $100,000, but you gotta stop it, Slim. Let Shakur do what Shakur do. The venue gonna be good. I'm still 50-50 whether I feel like going up that motherfucker or not. But I did tell you when we first started looking for venues. What did I tell you? Up in US Open, up in the Arthur Ashe Stadium in that area would have been the best joint. So I know Turk listening to me. But that's all I got for you, Slim. But you can thank me for giving you a style around with. But that's what I'm running with. But I advise people for money purposes, I would bet the draw, though. That draw looking good. And this is a 50-50 fight. You look at the odds, that shit, what is it, like 112, 112? Yeah, it got to be like 112, 112 right now. Just a toss-up. But if a motherfucker moving up at 168 for the first time, and supposedly Edgar's supposed to be one of those top elite guys according to you, why is the motherfucker fight? Why the odds so goddamn close, Mo?
Nah, I would ask the other question. I would ask, if a dude's supposed to be a bum, why the odds so close?
Who said he a bum?
The world. Just like
The
the
world
world
think
thought
Edgar
he was.
bum?
Just like the world thought he was gonna be knocked out by Canelo. Nobody ain't never had nothing nice to say about him.
Man, look, man. At the end of the day, the boy want to be rewarded for surviving, man. It is what it is, and they rewarded him. And they rewarded him. New York rewarded him. You rewarded him, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, he's still considered as by the masses. By the masses, not including me. I'm just saying in general. It makes me know. Never mind. By the masses, they say that boy Edgar laid the egg. That's all. That's what the masses is saying. I don't have an opinion.
And that's the
no
thing.
way or
And he's
another.
still in
I
a
just
50-50 fight with an up-and-coming top
I just know
contender.
Bud gonna do a lot. I know Bud gonna do a lot better than these survivalists did. That's what I do know. So that's all I got for you, Slim. And you can thank me for giving you a style to run with.
Ain't
We out,
nobody
Mo.
running with that style. I was teasing you because of your 6-round prediction, but I checked pro boxing odds and the fight opened up -190, Edgar as the favorite, plus 148, and right now it's at -135 and -112. But some books, it looks like, might have it at plus 105 for Hamzah, if you can find it, and -110 for Edgar. So Edgar's consistently stood the favorite, but there's been a plus 16.4% in the movement up. Keeping the lines moving, Michael B.
What it do, Ness? What it do?
Chilling. Good morning.
Man, good morning, man. This is nasty work, man. This is nasty, man. You can't never please the masses, man. These boxing fans, boy, listen, man. Listen, y'all be having me frustrated. Like, bruh, what do y'all want, man? I know what y'all want. Y'all want a Rocky movie every trip. Y'all want, man. And this the man that's gonna give you what you looking for: knockouts, personality, like entertaining. You know, we need a New York boxer that, you know what I'm saying, is at the top of the game. Like, that's a market that we need to be soaked up. Like, this is what boxing needs, is for Berlanga to knock out Shiraz. Like, But as soon as he knocks him out, it's gonna be, well, Shiraz, he got a glass chin, he a B-class fighter. Yeah, he still ain't knocked nobody out. Like, come on, man. Like, the narratives is crazy. Like, you just gotta give credit where credit is due. At the end of the day, his knockout streak was amazing because guess what? What y'all probably don't know is it's hard as hell to knock anybody out. Bum, not bum. They professional fighters, man. Getting a knockout is an accomplishment, period. That means you accomplished the highest accomplishment that you can accomplish in the sport. The best thing that you could do is knock somebody out. And he did it on a streak that was crazy. So it's like, get a man his credit. He stepped up. He fought Canelo. He went 12 with him. He wasn't ready. Canelo, in the same sense, fought a Floyd Mayweather that he wasn't ready to fight, and it changed him for the better. So who's saying that ring experience with Canelo didn't change Berlanga for the better? I actually think that it did. I think he showed his ability to box, and I think he's able to go back and watch that film and see where he's weak at. His coaches were able to go back and see where they lacking at. Okay, now let's pick it up. Now we get to step it up. Now he's fighting a name, Shiraz. Let's go. And it's not his fault. Eddie Hearn hung him. Like, how many times are we going to watch Eddie Hearn mismanage fighters and then blame the fighters? Like, look at the Boots debacle. Like, this is crazy. Like, at the end of the day, man, it's slime season, man. I'm sliming out everything, man. It's no more Mr. Nice Guy, man. I'm calling out the BS and I'm letting it be known, man. I'm tired of these boxing fans, man. I'm tired of these some-Tommy boxing fans. Don't nobody call out Tank. Tank ain't taking no challenges. Tank resume look questionable. Nobody call him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just the fanboy stuff, man. It gets annoying early in the morning. It's 10 in the morning over here, man. That's what we dealing with. Crazy work. Hey, but I'm on the grind, man. I gotta get scheduled with you for that Unguarded, man. I got some things to say.
Let's do it. Hit me up.
It feel like it's your time.
All right, holla.
All
But
right.
it's not your time.
Huang, Houston.
Yo, Ness, you got me?
Yep.
Damn, I'm carrying ladders and shit. Power real fast. Hold on. Put this shit. Man, on the cool, I saw that last night, man. I liked it that. Hey, but did you notice last night they said when he got done at the end of the thing, he said your main event. So I know that's confusing, man. Is he gonna be the main event or not?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They've been flip-flopping and doing so much bullshit. I don't know what's going on. Because, again, this was pre-recorded. This is no different than the GOAT podcast. Look at the clothes they wearing. This was for the press conference. They just releasing it now.
Oh, you right. I didn't think about it because then it's the same clothes they was wearing on that press conference.
So this probably when they was the main, now they got switched. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, they should have left it like that, man. But I'm going to tell you, man, I love that. Look, and you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Alex Vega never better get his own podcast show because, man, that nigga's just like depressing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was crunk. The show, you know, you was the way you was commenting, you like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, you hyping me up. That's right. And then Alex Vega just like, I was like, damn, Mr. Negative. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I like that attitude. And you know what? It is a New York attitude, man. I won't say it's a Puerto Rican attitude. That's a New York attitude. Really, just East Coast, period. You know what I'm saying? That's a East Coast attitude. Like, you know, people don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's that braggadocio. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, they got me. I watched that last night, and I was like, ooh. My wife was like, damn, what get you so excited? I said, man, Edgar gonna smash this dude. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Hamza's not scared. you can look in a person's face when they doubt themselves. I don't think he doubts himself. Like he's like, I could take this dude, or at least I could stand toe to toe with him. You know what I'm saying? And so this is gonna be a good fight, man. This is gonna be a good card, man. If you fire stick this one, man, you don't love boxing, man. Or you just a thief. And then if you just a thief by nature, a klepto type dude, I can't knock you, man, because that's your nature, right? But if you a fan, man, you gotta buy this one, man. This gonna be one for the books, man. But that's my time. Next TBV, like and subscribe, baby.
All right. Hey, man, I'm not even advocating for that shit no more, man. I mean, these dudes can't even give us a three-way pay-per-view pack for the dudes that's really not thieves. Like, they only did a two-way, and you got to buy the Usyk fight separately as a $90 or $60 pay-per-view. That's ridiculous, man. Y'all get it the way y'all could get it. I'm no longer allowing these dudes. I'm going to buy it, right? I'm a business. It's a tax write-off. I don't care. It's frustrating, though. Looking at it in the eyes of the fans, it's like, bro, how many pay-per-views, bro? It's just so many. It's so many, and they don't stop. You about to buy this pay-per-view, then you got the Usyk pay-per-view, then you got the Tank pay-per-view, then the Devin Riyadh season with Norman is a pay-per-view. It's just like, bro, man, listen. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do so they could do what they need to do. Because if we just keep paying, that price ain't never gonna change. Thank you.
Yo, good morning, bro. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, man. Yesterday I was fucking sat down and rewatched that Canelo Berlanga fight. Bro, I don't remember that fight being that fucking good.
Oh.
Bro, the kid is a lot better than I fucking thought, bro. He's fast. His best rounds are literally 5 through 7, bro. Them rounds he was walking Canelo backwards, man. He was pumping the shit out the jab. Being all the other dude on the other side is a savvy motherfucker. He took away the jab and he started doing his work from 8 and up. But Berlanga, I gotta give him a lot more credit than I thought. I thought he was a little, less experienced, but the kid did some adjustments after he got dropped. That round 3 is a fucking banger of a round 2, bro. If you haven't went to rewatch the fight, you must go and rewatch it. Your opinion about the Puerto Rican cat is gonna change because he's pretty. Man, I think he beats the shit out of fucking Munguia right now. I know I heard that other caller say, my boy Terrence is gonna do better than him. And that's like comparing a Lamborghini and telling a fucking Honda Civic guy, my car's gonna do a better lap. What kind of stupid ass shit is that? For you fucking flexing your experienced fighter versus a dude a lot of people called a bum. All he did was knock out bums. He ain't gonna do shit with Canelo. Well, he looked very decent in that fight. He got rid of his last opponent. And didn't he knock out the dude prior to Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so shit. And then Shiraz he changed trainers too, right? He left.
Yeah, he left Funes and is now with Andy Lee.
Yeah, good luck, bro. Good luck. We riding with fucking the Puerto Rican cat, bro. We're going all the way to La Isla with that dude. He gonna take out Shiraz and shit. I hope we got like a Pacheco and fucking start demolition of the zone fighters. Get your payback, Edgar. Go and beat up Shiraz. Call out Pacheco. Put hands on him. What else does fucking Eddie have out there at 68 for him, bro? Start beating up on his whole crew and do a Canelo tour, but a Berlanga style one. The kid is decent, man. I don't know why a lot of people shit on the dude. He definitely got skills. Yo, his inside game is underrated because when he was in the pocket with Canelo, man, he was exchanging with the dude. He was hitting Canelo with some flush shit too. I don't know if he don't have power for a 200-pound 168er, or Canelo's chin is really like that. Cause goddamn, at the end of round 3, bro, y'all need to go watch him. He hit Canelo with this disgusting right hand. I was like, God damn, this kid is all right. Puerto Rico got a future. You guys got Xander and Berlanga, man. Y'all need someone to get behind, man. Stop bashing the
Feel
kid.
like it's your time,
Have a good one, Ness.
but it's not
All
your time.
right. That's a rare occasion of Baby Joker giving someone credit. Wow. It's almost like an alien sighting there. Malcolm, what's up?
Yo, the audio's good?
Audio straight. The levels is good.
Hey, shoutouts TBV. Yo, Ness, hit the music, bro, because Berlanga was talking that shit. I need that. Be a little positive right now. Puerto Rico. Toma. Yeah. Yeah, man, listen. I was saying yesterday, that shit was a fire face-off. You know, I was fucking with it. And, you know, I'm going to agree. Look, that's just New York energy. You know, I don't really think it's a Puerto Rican thing. I am a shit talker myself. So, you know, Puerto Rican and a New Yorker. So it's kind of hard for me to, you know what I'm saying, just say it's only a New York shit, like I just said. But I feel like it's just mainly off of that. Like Hitchens talks that shit too. You've seen it with him. Zap Judah used to talk that shit also. So, you know, Berlanga, he's just good at selling that shit. You know, he was telling the truth. Turkey is Shiraz's poppy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's holding that nigga by the hand. You know, and that's the plan. Like you said too, also, maybe they would. He wants to fight a UK guy. You feel me? Maybe they'll try to do this shit in the UK if Shiraz wins and pulls it off. But that's the lineup for Canelo, man. And I'm hoping Berlanga knock this motherfucker out. Like I said before, I've always felt that these Pakistani dudes don't really have chins. We've already seen it. If you're getting hurt by a nigga like Ammo, what the fuck make you think you're gonna take a punch from a 200-pound Berlanga? You know, I'm really hoping he starts this nigga because I always felt like this man was a hype job. But I think he definitely has the reach. You know, I don't know if you've ever played fucking, what is it, not Fight Night, Ready to Rumble? Shiraz is always reminding me of, there was some nigga named Chemo Claw. He was like this skinny, lanky guy, around the same skin complexion, long ass arms. That's who Shiraz reminds me of. So anybody who's played that game, man, I'm an old head. But I will say, I don't think Berlanga is the most technically sound guy. I'm gonna be real with you. I think he's like a B minus, C plus kind of fighter. He's big for his weight class. He's usually stronger than everybody else. But I feel like there's so much he can work on technically. I watch him fight, and there's not a single trait that makes him stand out. I do agree with Baby Joker. I think he beats the shit out of Munguia. I never liked Munguia. You know, I never thought he was that great of a fighter. You know, but yeah, hopefully he pulls this off, man. Because if he can't beat Shiraz, I'm gonna be pissed off, and I can't back this guy up anymore. You know, but the Puerto Rican in me and the New Yorker in me, I'm rooting for this motherfucker. You feel me? And there was another point that I wanted to bring up, man. I can't even fucking remember. Shit. Yeah, I just had a little brain fart, but yeah, I think that's it, man. Cause fuck, man, I can't fucking remember what I was gonna say, bro. But yeah, shout out to Berlanga, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? Shiraz, we just need to pack him up, man. He need to go back to 160 and get that smoke, coming up with all those bum ass excuses. But yeah, that's it, man. It's fucking hot out here, bro. I can't focus. Nice, it's like 94 degrees right now, and it's like fucking 7 a.m. This AZ heat is nasty, bro. Yeah, this shit is nasty, bro. Fucking disgusting, and it's cloudy. So that's all I gotta say. Shout out TPV, shout out to you, Ness, and y'all gotta stop hating on my boy Berlanga, man. He might pull this shit off. That's my call.
All right. If you're trying to get your opinion, all for on the show, Discord available, X Spaces also available. I'm going out to Toya.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ness. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
That's great. What's going on today? What's going on in the boxing world?
Oh, we just recapping Face Off. I see you
But what
want
you
to talk.
should be
I see
recapping
you
on
want to
is
talk
why
something
your boy out
else.
here putting his hands on people.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Messy.
you know I was coming
Just
because y'all
messy.
dragged my favorite fighter when he had something going on.
Well,
But Dev
well,
out
your
here
favorite
punching
fighter,
bitches in the stomach and it can't hurt her.
your favorite fighter is on camera doing it. This just a
And
scorn.
your favorite
This a
fighter
scorn
needs to
woman.
be
This a scorn
your
woman
favorite
looking
fighter
for
Ness
money,
needs to be talked to.
and you believe in it, just like
And
y'all believe
that's what you're running with. That's the
all
narrative
these
you running
women.
with, Ness.
I mean, didn't you believe the woman that was doing the allegations on Jay-Z? Ain't that what y'all did for that too? And then
No,
when he was
we not gonna incorporate Jay-Z
when he
that.
was found innocent, nobody ain't make no clips about that. Y'all just run with the allegation.
No, y'all
Do your
dragged my
thing.
favorite fighter through
Do
the
your
mud
thing.
when
No,
he had
your
his
favorite
problems
fighter was
going
on
on. Through the
camera.
mud.
Your favorite fighter that
Through
was
the
on
mud.
camera. Your favorite
Ness,
fighter
I
was
can go
on
back and forth with
camera.
female, so we can go back and forth. We can go back and forth all day,
We
Ness. I
could.
like to argue.
Me
What's
too.
up?
Why you think I got
What's
this
up?
show?
I
Your
know you
favorite
do.
fighter was
That's why
on
I wanted to come
camera.
myself.
Your
Because
favorite fighter was
Bill
on
need to
camera
talk to his
dragging a
son.
woman,
Bill need to
and
talk
then
to his son.
he
Bill
got
need to
caught.
talk
Then
to
he
his
got
son.
caught with the surveillance camera from the CTTS footage from the streets running over a woman. So it's totally different.
But we ain't
It's
talking about
totally
Bill and
different.
Pep and his son married a hoe.
It's totally different.
And now he mad.
I mean, okay,
Cause she doing whole shit. Cause she doing whole shit. That's what hoes do.
So that means that he hit her without proof. So now we guilty till proven innocent, huh? Shout out Toya.
It's definitely like that in America.
Shout
You
out
guilty
Toya.
until you
No,
can prove it.
it's like that in Toya's mind. You the one called in to bring up something off topic because you mad
But
that your
anyway,
favorite
though,
fighter
I'm
on
gonna get on
camera,
topic though. Shout
your
out to
favorite fighter
Berlanga.
on
Shout out to
camera
Berlanga.
incriminated.
I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on topic. Shout out to Berlanga, man. The face off was fire.
Damien, you
I
know what
don't
the
think this
fuck I'm
fight is
talking
going to
about.
this.
You know
No,
that
I'm trying to
traffic
change the
cam
topic.
footage.
See, that's your toxicity kicking in. I'm trying to change the topic, and you trying to stay on it. See, yeah, that's the toxic kicking in right now. That toxic shit. I'm with all that shit now. I'm with all that shit. Put me in the next Border Wars. Find me a fighter. Put me in the next
We
Border
got a
Wars so I can
photo.
show
We
you how
got a
toxic I
fighter
get
for
down.
you. We got a fighter. You don't want Tanisha.
And
She was
yeah,
trying
all
to.
right.
She was trying to
Put it in
fight
there
in
with
this
me. Next
one.
Border Wars, I'm gonna be ready.
Hey
Next Border
Saint.
Wars, I'm gonna be ready for
Hey
you.
Saint, send me the footage so I can show her the footage of your fighter. We ain't get her a fighter this time because they running from her. Running.
You can't put me in there with nobody who got like 10 fights. I'm
She
new
ain't
at
got
this.
no fights. She ain't got no fights.
I ain't got. Okay, that's good. No fights, then we can get it busting. And anybody else in the chat, if y'all chicks want to get in the ring, when we put them in the ring, when next Border Wars, let's get it cracking. TPV, I'm out of here.
All right. Yeah, I don't think she gonna want my girl Tanisha. I think I'm pronouncing her name right when she see her. Cause even though here she go. Is it what does this say? Tanya. Oh, maybe Tanya? Not common spell? Okay. Yo. Hey, Toya, you don't really want this smoke. She out here capping. Who going for Toya? Who picking Toya over her? Over Tanya. I dare you, Toya. I dare you get in the ring with Big Tanya. She's slimming down, too. That's her caption. I'm getting lighter on my feet. You want zero problems. Why you mad, Toya? Gonna change the name to I'm mad at Ness, Toya. Khaled, what up?
Yo, Ness.
You.
I bet we live.
Malcolm out here protecting Toya, talking about, no, Ness, don't do it.
Let me comment on the show yesterday real quick before I talk this EB. I got Brian Norman in that scrap. I think a good hard jab coming forward, and then just being able to cut off the ring, you should be able to handle Dale. It ain't gonna be an easy scrap, but a good hard stick, like up and down, sticking him in the chest, going to them guts, and then just being patient. Don't try to get it all at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Just let the knockout come. You know what I'm saying? But just be patient. Similar to like the Virgil and like Madrimov fight, where like he was very patient, cut the ring off, stay behind the jab for the first 6. After that, Devin gonna get tired. You know, you gonna wear him down. He'll be there for you. Now, with the Hamzah EB joint, I'm going with EB, but it's gonna be a tough scrap. Like, Hamzah Sheeraz is a very, like, tall, long, lanky fighter. He might be a little bit taller, you know what I'm saying, than Eric. So Eric gonna have to be able to come forward like Nello, you know what I'm saying, with like some solid head movement, catching them punches and like a good jab, you know what I'm saying, to be able to set up those shots later. He got to go down to that body too, but he got to be able to catch them punches and be slipping shit, rolling shit all while coming forward, you know what I'm saying? And they got to be patient and like land that jab in order to like set up that hook and all that shit later. And he gonna need to bring in on that overhand right on that tall guy as well. But I'm gonna still go with EB. I love his energy, love how he's selling that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love how he approaching the fight, you know. But, you know, like, it is some things stacked against him. Cause like that's another reason why fucking like Turkey is in the motherfuckers keep saying like Bud is Turkey guy. Like, Nello got a 4-fight deal with him. Like, Turkey want to see Nello win because we got 3 more events that we got to do. One of them being Hamzah, but shit gonna get fucked up because EB gonna win, and you know shit not gonna get fucked up because Nello gonna win. But nonetheless, I want to see EB win. Shout out to my man EB. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him win. But it's just gonna be tough. You got to really all the skills that he say he learned and everything he say he learned from fighting Saul, he gonna have to bring it out. So I hope they was in the gym working on defense, catch your punches, parrying shit, working on that jab. I hope they was locked in on that. Being able to come forward, you know what I'm saying? Use that skill, use your athleticism, good footwork. I hope he got to be in dog shape. Stupid, dumb dog shape, because it's hard to fight a tall fighter. Like, I was in the gym yesterday sparring with a taller guy. I'm a short guy. I'm like 5'4". Dude was like 5'10". Like, it's hard. It's like tiresome. Coming forward, catching, rolling, slipping shit. It's hard. You gotta be in dumb shape. So I hope he's in there ready for that. But I'm picking him to do it. I think he's ready. I don't mind all the shit talking. I fuck with it. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like here for it. So shout out to Edgar Berlanga. Shout out to Brian Norman coming on the show. Picking my man Norman. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what we got. Shout out to y'all. That's my call, Ness.
All right. I'm glad y'all all having fun because I'm having more fun shooting the shit out of y'all. You feel me? Everybody that has something to say about that girl's video, you're gone. Don't worry, I'm going to keep scrolling too. I'm going to find every last one of y'all dogs.
One, two, how my audio?
What up?
What's good? Shout out TPV. I'm hyped for this fight, bro. I think this one of them fights, like, I haven't been hyped for a fight in a long time, man. And Edgar Berlanga, he's giving me that hype again because the shit talking he been doing lately. You know, I'm more hyped for this fight than the Shakur fight, but because Williams Zepeda, he doesn't speak English, so it's really hard to get invested in fights. You know, if you don't speak English, you know it's hard to trash talk, and people really want to see the trash talking, which Berlanga is doing. You know, so shout out to Berlanga. I really want to see him win. You know, because I do agree Turkey is trying to push Hamzah Sheeraz. You know. And and like you never want to push somebody. You never want to forcefully push somebody, you know, because it's gonna make it even worse. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little kid, you know, like your daughter or like your son or something. Like if you're trying to force him to do something, it's gonna make him not want to do it even more. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that type of thing. You know, I don't want to see Hamzah Sheeraz fight Canelo. I'd rather see Canelo fight Bivol or David Benavidez. You know, that fight, man, that's just like, that shit need to go. But I'm hyped for this fight, bro. I really am. Like, I haven't really been hyped for a fight in a long time, you know? But yeah, I got on Berlanga. I think he's going to stop Shiraz. I do think it's going to be like a late stoppage because Hamzah Sheeraz is a very good boxer. I think he's going to keep his distance for the most part of the fight. I think Hamza probably going to get overzealous. And I think Berlanga's going to land that one shot, and it's going to be done. It's going to be over with. Lights out. Puerto Rico in the building. Shout out Puerto Rico, man. But I want to talk about Shakur. Shakur versus Zepeda. I'm going to pick Shakur, and I think this should open up big fights for Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Tank looks at him more now. Kid Schofield, Raymore Taya. But Ness, let me ask you a question. Who has more pressure, Berlanga or Shakur?
Man, I mean, Berlanga's just more popular, bro. So people gonna hate on him more than Shakur.
So you think Berlanga has to win his fight?
Shakur's actually accomplished shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, they both gotta win. Like, Shakur can't lose and is gonna get a pass. They both gotta win, but like, I just feel like Berlanga is in more desperate need of a win than Shakur, right? Like, Shakur could lose to Zepeda, get a rematch because he's a 3-division champ. You lose to Hamza, dude moving up, that people think a 60-pounder and a Dames beat. I don't know. It's just not a good look for me.
Yeah, I agree. Berlanga, if he loses, they're going to put him on the shelf for real. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of pressure, man. He got to knock out this dude, man, because if he go to decision, man, it's going to look bad if he lose, man. That's going to be a robbery, man. And, like Loma, losses like robberies like that, you never recover, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like Loma. Like, when you lose in a robbery, man, it's hard to recover from that, man. But I'm pulling for Berlanga, man. Hopefully no foolishness happen. Hopefully we get a clean, no robbery fight. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Berlanga's the main event because I'm really looking forward to that over Shakur. But hey, man, shout out TPV though. That's my call.
Alright. You the man, champ. You the man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're tapped in with us on X live streaming video, it's also free to hit the repost over there, retweet over there. If you quote repost, I'm going to retweet you. You know I got like 23,000, you know what I'm saying? One hand washes the other. You introduce me to your peoples, I introduce you to my peoples. We all peoples. You know. Listen, we got Davidian. Big Buffalo. What up?
Yo.
You.
Can you hear me okay, Les?
Say again, brother?
Can you hear me okay now?
Yep.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing. I'm waiting on you, champ.
I'm at work still. I'm always listening to the show. I like that. I gotta watch that on my
You
phone.
on
I
a
always watch the
Bluetooth?
face-offs.
You on that Bluetooth today?
Yeah. I sounded bad.
You sounding bad.
All right, you can go to the
Nah,
next
you
one.
good now.
I got Berlanga.
You good right now.
I got Berlanga.
You good.
I got Berlanga. I got Berlanga, team New York City, team Puerto Rico, all that. I got Berlanga stopping this guy. Yeah, that's my call. God bless you.
Alright. Shit, man. Sometimes he was sounding good, sometimes he wasn't, right? Pretty weird. Retweet, repost, that's free. Let me get to these super chats. Salute to everybody rocking out with us. Oh, man, let me get to this, yo. Bro, remember I said Canelo was out here looking like a Vato Loco? This is what I meant, right? Because that's from this movie, but I forgot the dude's name, Miklos. Bro, they fucking robbed me for my shit. I said that. Y'all know I said that. Yo, and he do look like Miklos from Blood In, Blood Out. Lord have mercy. Vatos Loco Forever, Holmes. Y'all seen that movie. Don't act like y'all ain't seen that movie, bro. He looked just like Miklos. That was hilarious. Let's see here. On the super chats, we got Money Meech. Welcome to the prospect level. KT Blicker, first super chat of the day, $2. Best part of waking up. Salute TBV. Smash that like button. 100 emoji. Flexing emoji. Let's go, KT. The pull-out bandit. Nah, he's spitting. I'm your Canelo. We got Mad Bent, 100 champ level, $2. Daily dose of Tanquil. Edgar slaps Hamzah around. Levels. South Brooklyn, $5. Where Brooklyn at? He says Edgar will wash him up. So haters, get ready to hate. So more Puerto Rican, 1, 2, 3, 4 flag emojis, 2 American flag emojis. Brooklyn all day. Let's go, BK. Hook like Berlanga, $2. Canelo ain't been the same since Edgar retired him. What in the world? Bob Saget, pound for pound, number 2 on the chair, $2. Have you seen sour diesel not labeled sativa? No. It's certainly sativa. Certainly, sour is sativa. Shit take long as hell to grow, too. That's how you know it's sativa. Maybe they're making some new shit, trying to cross it with some indica or something. But that shit always
what's good,
been.
champ?
What up?
Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Next, can you play that Puerto Rican anthem, man?
You got it.
Crazy, cause like in an hour, I'm going to Puerto Rico. My mom, I'm going to her homeland, so she's taking me out there. Be out there for a week. Santa Isabella, I think it is. So I'm excited for that, man. And shouts out to Berlanga. I'm riding with my brethren. As far as who has more pressure, I don't think Berlanga really has too much pressure. Given like a lot of people don't think he's a good fighter as it is. But I believe if he loses, you still can make Berlanga versus Charlo. You can still make Berlanga versus Plant. You can still make Berlanga versus Mugia. You know, he can still sell given who you put him in there with. And he's a popular fighter. But I got Berlanga going into the fight. I feel like Berlanga has a lot of potential as a fighter. I'm looking forward to see what tools he adds in his toolbox, and especially, you know, fighting Canelo. You know, I want to see what he learned from that fight. I think, you know, he can put a lot of that on display in the fight with Shiraz, and I believe that, you know, Shiraz coming up too. So Berlanga be the natural bigger fighter, and I just think he'll be more athletic fighter in there, and I could see him catching him. But it's going to be a good fight, man. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Hoping Berlanga get the win and go on a win streak, man. But I'm looking forward to that whole card as it is, honestly, Ness. Really am. Just quick thoughts on the Norman and Haney matchup, because I didn't get to chime in yesterday, but just wanted to touch on that for a little bit, man. That's a good fight as well. I'm favoring it towards Norman. Just because he's solidified at 147 right now, more comfortable. He has momentum. And so I'm leaning it towards him, but it's a 45-55 fight. But yeah, man, that's all I had, champ. About to get ready to catch this fight, man. I appreciate you. Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone blessed. Ness, you the best. Peace.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing, as GTO is still It's the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, duper duper, big fight. Right. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing voice. Hey yo, Ness, roll up the hard.
Hey yo, so I was looking for that because you know he sent me so many tracks. I'm in a rock and a hard place, man.
You may feel like it's your time.
I'm in the rock and a hard place right now. I've been rocking out with Hardin for 3 whole years. Like, literally, this belt, I need you to DM me too, whoever made this, man, so I could give you the proper thank yous and shout you out and your Instagram and all that great shit. But this belt was made by one of our callers, one of our listeners, right? And this is a Caller of the Year belt. This is a Caller of the Year belt that we're going to give to this year's Caller of the Year. And he put Hardin right here. You know? And it's metal. And I'm in the rock and a hard place because I got somebody else that want to rock with me. A new Hardin. And I don't really want to leave, bro. You know, I've been dealing with them for 3 years. It's like family. It just ain't even going to sound right promoting someone else. And I'm saying all that to say, like, look at how the community has adapted to Hardin. Like, it's our slang. Like, we don't even use the word weed or marijuana. We use the word Hardin. It's such a common phrase around here that, like I said, that this guy made this belt without talking to me. He didn't DM me like, yo, I think I should make a belt for y'all. Here's my designs. No, he just said, bro, look at the belt I made. Give me your address. And it was already there. Same thing for Mozzie, right? He sends in the track and he says, yo, Ness, roll up the Hardin. Because that's like us now. It's part of us. But the bag is being offered for a whole nother Hardin, bro. And it's nasty because it's like, yo, I want to not go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just embedded in us right now for 3 years, repeatedly talking about Hardin, having them sponsor events. Bro, they gave out so much shit for like the Tank, Ryan, Fight Party. I mean, just throughout the years, their support has been astronomical. You know, I can't even think of. I never even been to another dispensary. I'm gonna be real. Like I went to Reef, and the big one that got Mike Tyson, and then Hardin, and never looked back. But yeah, man, somebody's offering the bag. They want that Hardin love, and I'm like, fuck, bro. The familia, it's tough, man. And I don't like doing that anyway. Like I don't like recommending shit that I don't really fuck with. You feel me? So now I gotta go. But they got a studio too. They offering me a studio. They also got a studio. I mean, not that Hardin don't got a studio. So it's no big deal. It's no big difference. But they do got a studio. I got to go check it out. So that's always cool. You know, a new studio is always fire. The last time we had Kermel up in there. But yeah, man, it's tough because Hardin is part of this community now. I mean, shit, they was going to sponsor my wedding. So it's wild, man. Jonathan, pound for pound on the chat. Let me drop a bomb for the #1 spot. Yeah, Jonathan, I don't think I could do both. I don't know that anybody's going to want to do that. Imagine Beyonce doing Pepsi and Coca-Cola, right? Like, this just ain't going to work.
Right.
$5. Man, someone come visit me in the hospital. I got popped by Ness. Hold my honor down in the streets. And remember, he cannot pop us all. #TBX. You guys are crazy. Y'all got to stop talking about women in these videos, bro. Like, that young lady didn't deserve that. She's on her weight loss journey. You dudes are a bunch of weirdos, you know what I'm saying? and then you leading the cavalry on that particular topic. So of course you got pop, man. Pull out Bandit, $2. You petty, shaking my head. Pistol emoji, dead emoji, Corvin emoji. I mean, you know what you said. Y'all taking shots at a woman that's actually on a weight loss journey when half of y'all fat as fuck, pulling out of Border Wars. Pound for pound number 1, Jonathan Sims. Play that Mozzie. Hey, yo, Ness, roll up the Hardin. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But I played it like samples of it enough. I think you should be good. We played it like twice trying to make sure I was sending the right track because it's like, you know, we got to see what we do. I am Saint, $5. Y'all stay off Tanya. She is an inspiration. Double exclamation emoji, boxing glove emoji, flex emoji, and she will be at the next Border Wars to prove it. Yeah, bro, it's crazy that like somebody could be on a weight loss journey and we're gonna laugh. It's crazy. Pristine Sports Network, $2. Save. I will call in after Shiraz beats Berlanga. Amen. We look forward to your call. Oh, I definitely want to show this. They did a horrible job. This is what I'm saying. Undisputed, bro, EA just needs to buy them out, bro. Get these dudes out of here, man. Pack these motherfuckers up. Get them the fuck out of boxing, bro.
What'd
Honestly.
they do?
Look at this ugly shit.
Oh.
That's not David, bro. That is not David.
And that ain't,
what
ain't
is
Andy.
that? Like, what is that, bro? Like, why? Why is it so bad? Why even release that? That shit look like an MMA fighter. I don't know who that is. And yo, outside of the name on the fucking waistband, listen, this is exactly why I raffled my PS5. These dudes do not know what the fuck they doing. Now, all of a sudden, Fat Andy got a slim face. If they don't get the fuck out of here,
Is
man.
that Fernando Vargas?
Yeah, that's supposed to be
Get the
Fernando
hell outta
Vargas
here.
Jr.,
Get
bro.
outta here.
I didn't even know. I'm so happy you said that. That is the biggest disgrace of them all. At least Benavidez looks like himself because of the gloves, you know. Lord have mercy. That's Fernando? Oh, God.
Nasty work.
That is disgusting. That is nasty. I'm telling you, bro, pack these dudes up, please. Please, man, get them out of the video game business. What are they doing? Seriously, what are they doing? This makes no sense, bro. None. Tell me y'all like that Benavidez. I need to see this in the chat, man. Tell me y'all like that Benavidez.
It don't even look like him, though.
Hell no, it don't look like him at all. At all, bro.
They try to give Andy a little bit of abs, like sketch around his stomach a little. Like, no. Look, this is.
He said Andy a little bit of abs. I don't see no abs there. You nasty for that?
Look on the outside. Look how the stomach's tucking in on the. Come on, man. Nah.
Bro, you out
That
here
shit is
wilding. Shout out to you
worse.
for trying to help Andy have abs.
Look at that. Look at that.
Bro, Benavidez looks like an MMA fighter. That's like Strickland or some shit. What the fuck is they thinking, bro? Nasty word.
And that's going to be the cover?
I'm sorry. Yup. What you say? No. That's a download pack. Those 3 fighters are now added to the game. That shit horrible, though. I'm so glad I don't play video games. Lord to the mercy. Tres Leche, what up? They said Andy don't have abs. Honestly, if I'm Fernando Vargas, I'm asking that shit to be taken down. He looks the worst. They got to take that down. He looks the worst. That's just nasty work. Tres Leche, going once. 2 times. All right. Chad, Canada.
Yo, fellas. That's round 1, I guess.
Yep, round 1
round
jumped
1.
on.
Round 1
what up?
On? Yeah, not much. You know what? I gotta say, I'm not really usually a big fan of these like seated face-off interview type things format, but I really liked how Berlanga was holding it down, man. I thought Berlanga did a good job. I mean, as far as taking a fight that's, I mean, is there a belt involved with this fight? There's
Eliminator.
not, right? Right. Yeah, so there is something at stake, but
And
you
an
know what I mean?
NBA,
Like,
it's like an NABA or some shit that Berlanga has.
yeah. So I'll say that I thought Berlanga did good as far as like I don't know. There is an authentic quality about him. No matter what he's speaking, I do believe him, and that's really the ingredient I need to watch something like that. Shiraz, I got to say, I love how Shiraz carries himself, and I can see why the Sheik, or it's the Sheik, His Excellency, sorry, is so drawn to him. You know, not just the. I don't think it's just the religious or cultural ties. I mean, he's an interesting guy personally as well. The thing is, though, when it comes to his boxing, I mean, I don't know what to say after the Adamas fight, man. I kind of was looking at Shiraz a certain way up to that point, and I loved his presence at middleweight, especially because he's so damn big. He's a huge monster that was like boxing good. I mean, everything looked like it was what it was supposed to be. Adamas really shook that narrative up. So against Berlanga, I think people need to realize that Shiraz is a big guy himself. He's a big guy. Like, I don't know how he makes 160, to be honest. He's a giant. So he could probably fight at 175 himself. That said, I still think Berlanga is going to be bigger, heavier on fight night. And the thing is, with Berlanga has that weight behind what he can do with his power. Shiraz is he's in trouble. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know how Shiraz is going to fight on fight night. I can't even guess, right? Like what the strategy will be. So I'm definitely looking forward to the fight. This is another legit fight. I put it in the same category as the Haney Norman Jr. These is like two high ranking guys getting it on, man. That's exactly what we want for the sport. So another in the win category for His Excellency for sure. He's putting together good fights. That's kind of all I got on it though. But yeah, I'm liking Berlanga more as time goes on, and I think he gets shit on sometimes unfairly. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to listening, fellas. Thanks, man.
All right, Chad. Great call.
Great call.
But round one, take over, man. What's your thoughts?
Yep.
Did you watch the face off?
Yeah, I watched it, and I was just doing a little research here on, he's the younger man right now. Hamzah is the younger man at 26, and Berlanga at 28. Hamzah got a 75-inch arm reach. Berlanga got a 73 at Berlanga 6'1" to Hamzah 6'3". So when we're dealing with that, I think that Hamzah moves up in weight. Ideally, you think that a man that size can transition, fairly well, this kind of weight jump. There's different kinds of weight jumps. There's 4 pounds, 8-pound weight jumps in boxing. So I think that with his little irky jerky kind of like style, he can't be afraid to pull the trigger in this fight against Berlanga. He's gonna have to get Berlanga's respect. Hamzah gonna have to come in there. He's gonna have to ignore the crowd. He's gonna have to get in there, fight the jitters away, and try to go to work. Berlanga has a big fight against Saul, but he inexperienced in his own way. You know what I'm saying? Inexperience. So I think that this is competition wise a great matchup. Stylistically, I think that Berlanga's a stronger puncher. We all think that. But Hamzah can crack. He can crack, and it's always the punch you don't see. I got Berlanga in this fight, and I got him by late stoppage. I'm gonna go with 6, 7, and 8 right around there. But I wouldn't be surprised if Berlanga attacked him in round 1. Pun intended. Thank you.
All right. I mean, a first round knockout would be massive. I mean, look at what it's done. Look at what it's done for Schofield, right? Like he's riding
and
high.
Berlanga's not new to that. What did he got? 17 first round knockouts?
Oh shit. Yeah, thanks, round one for the dead air. Yeah, I think he got 17. I think he got 17.
Yeah. I want to
Lord,
make
that
sure you
coffee
were all
went down
right.
the round pipe.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I
Don't
saw
worry
that.
about me.
So,
You saved the show.
so,
The show must go on. No, I'm
so
fucking with you.
all right. So, yeah, no. So, I think that, when a guy got that many first round knockouts, it's probably always in the back of your mind. You have the power, you have the ability, you just got to catch him. I think that what happened in the Floyd Schofield cut the fight in Tevin Farmer, I think he caught him cold. I think he caught Tevin Farmer cold. He was in the fight. All his spider senses weren't up all the way, and he
The
got a little
last,
lax.
the
Yep.
last recorded fight night weight that I got for Hamzah is 170. How much you think he the last recorded fight night weight that I have for Hamzah Sheeraz is 170 pounds. What do you think he rehydrate? Well, actually, it was 170 pounds. What do you think he rehydrates to now that he's 168 pounder?
So that's 10 pounds. I would say 178.
Okay. 10 pounds seems low. I remember, I know that Sean Porter would do that, but man, that seems low for that guy so tall. Like
Right,
that he
but
only gains 10 pounds on fight night seems
a
not
lot of
realistic.
I think due in part that a lot of coaches finally came to the realization always coming in overweight doesn't necessarily win you the match. You're going to pay a price with that rather than having a guy that's actually in shape and he's not far from the weight, 10 pounds or so. He doesn't have to have a big weight cut. So it's better to keep your guy within a realistic amount. You don't want to go up there 18, 23 pounds overweight because you didn't train at that weight. You didn't fight at that weight. So like it could do something to your body. So, some guys want to cheat. Yeah. It's up to the fighter. But I think a lot of guys understand that, look at like fighters like Subriel Matias. He always hangs within that 10-pound radius, and a lot of fighters are like that. It's better to be suited more for the weight than trying to do what Conor Ben and Chris Eubank was doing. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah, absolutely. But I think right here in this fight right here with Edgar Berlanga, and Hamza, I know that Edgar Berlanga wants to prove himself and he made that interview where they were sitting across the table side by side and he was like, "You're an ambassador for Turkey Al Sheikh. Now I told Turkey Al Sheikh I'm the king of New York," right? And it's like I'm sitting there like, and then in the back of your mind, you can't help but think, "Damn, bro, you got to back this shit up. You got to back it up, okay? You can't let him come up in here, right?" So, and then, but the gentleman that called, shouts out to the caller that called. He said, even if Edgar Berlanga was to lose, I think he still has value. The Caleb Plant, the Charlo fight, all that has value. And in the storyline of the guys that we wanted to see in that weight division clash and fight. So, it just stands for good boxing, So either way, I wish both men, luck in this fight, but I'm gonna rock with the Puerto Rican, and Amanda Serrano's kicking off the weekend. So
Who would you say is Hamza's best knockout?
who would I say is Hamza's best knockout?
Yeah, the quality of opponent. Like, who would he knock out that, his best knockout? Yeah.
Liam Williams.
Liam Williams.
He was he was in the 25 record and he I think it was in the first round, bro. If I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. And what about for Berlanga?
For Berlanga, he's got 17 first round of
But
those.
which
Those
one?
are kind of brutal.
Which
Okay.
knockout is his best knockout in terms of opposition?
In terms of opposition. Okay.
For Hamzah, I'm gonna say obviously Ammo Williams. He's American. He was a up and coming rising talent. You know, he was a former Olympian, I think. You know, I think
Austin
Berlanga,
Williams, he was 16 and 0.
Austin Williams.
Yeah,
And wasn't
yeah.
he undefeated?
Yes, he
Hamzah
was
gave him his
16 and 0.
first loss.
Right. Coming into that fight. So he stopped him in the 11th.
Yeah.
So, but Berlanga, he doesn't really have a lot of big names, and I don't really know a lot of those guys. I'm just being honest. And then this last guy that did the 10-year bid, this Stretch, they dressed him up real good with that record, and sent them out there. It was a brutal knockout, but not on the level of competition. That was what the question was. So
Yeah, I would have to say that Patrick McCrory might be the biggest knockout of Berlanga's career.
Patrick McCrory?
Patrick McCrory.
Oh, that was that fight just before he fought Saul Canelo.
The one in February. The one in February, because he was
wasn't
an
he undefeated?
Yeah, he was undefeated. He was also a heavier at 175. Had an IBO title. He was ranked number 6 by the WBO at middleweight. Yep. So not only was he ranked at super middleweight, but also at middleweight. He wasn't ranked by the ring. And that's just the biggest name. Like every other name that's bigger than McCrory, he didn't stop. Like Jason Quigley dropped him 4 times, but no stoppage. Same thing with Damon Nicholson. He dropped him, no stoppage. So, yeah,
and Hamzah he went the distance.
Hamzah might have the better knockout win because we knew Ammo. We watched his career on Matchroom.
Okay.
But I don't know how Ammo would do versus a McCrory if they had to fight each other.
Right. And then taking into consideration,
Ammo was the Olympian. He was the undefeated too. I mean, they both were undefeated, but again, Ammo being the Olympian,
right?
It's an argument because McCrory at least won a 175-pound title, a whole division above Berlanga. So I don't know.
So in terms
Slim
of
pickings,
wins,
though, slim pickings.
Yes, in terms of wins, we slightly give him the edge in competition.
To Hamzah, I would give it to Hamzah. I mean, Jason Quigley maybe beats Liam Williams. They're pretty even with competition. The thing that stands out for Hamzah is his win over Ammo.
Okay, so we'll give him slightly that. Okay,
but they're pretty even in competition. I outside of Liam Williams, who, I don't know what else stands out. Berlanga has a lot of good journeymen. Eric Moon, Linnell Bellows, Ulysses Serra, Damon Nicholson, Marcelo Cocares, Steve Rose, Romero Angulo. Those are all, Jason Quigley, those are all good journeymen. Quigley may be gatekeeper, because after that he did get the WBA strap, and that's how he got the Canelo fight. So maybe Quigley gatekeeper. I don't know, but it's a decent name. They're decent names, but Liam might have the better wins over his decent name. Like he blanked Liam Williams, and then he beat by knockout Ammo Williams. So he's having good, he's good time with Williams. Where Berlanga, even though he beat a lot of those names, you got to remember the Romero Angulo fight. He bit him. Steve Rose, didn't he get dropped in a Rose fight? He got dropped in one of those fights. The Cocares fight, I think it is. So,
one of them.
I didn't say Berlanga. Oh, you said Berlanga doesn't stop Ammo. Yeah, I doubt that, bro. Ammo is wide. That was his issue with Hamzah. He was allowing Hamzah to come down the pipe. He didn't ever change gears. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, just food for thought. I don't know that the opposition isn't that far off. And that's why the betting lines are so close, man. It's plus 105, minus 115 on pro boxing odds. So it is some close betting odds. Big Boss. I'm sorry,
And if
bro.
we, I'm just real quick. Fun fact: if we were looking at this for punching power, Hamzah got 80% knockout ratio to I think Berlanga 78 or 73. It is something like that. So, yeah, they're saying
What's good, round one? What's good, Ness?
What
what's
up?
good, man. What's up?
Hey, I was listening. I was listening earlier since it had started, Ness. Hey, everything you were saying about that face off, look, I was the same way. I seen it when it first dropped, Ness. I literally was eating. That motherfucker said, always say empty cans make the most noise. I said, hold on. I had to pause that and rewind that back. I said, what he said? I said, damn, that was a bar. I was like, man, I said, Edgar was supposed to come back quick. Well, your head gonna be rattling like an empty can, or this empty can gonna be making a lot of noise after I break your jaw. You know, I was like, damn, Edgar, you weren't supposed to let that one slide, but nah, that was a bar though. So, you know, I already done told you this. We on the same side, so you know, you two round one. Like, hey, I'm rocking with Edgar. I think it's gonna be interesting early. I'm just like round one. I'm thinking about 6 or 7. If Edgar don't get him out of there early, other than that, I think 6 or 7. It's just gonna be too much. Like I already said, them looping shots that Hamzah throwing all that, it won't be enough. And then him moving up.
Right.
I heard you ask round one next. I say he'll probably rehydrate them, maybe about 180. Like he might rehydrate just a couple more pounds, like maybe about 180, 181 max or something. You know, so. I don't know. And yeah, you all right, Ness. I liked it because I liked it that Emo fight. That was Hamza's toughest fight. I had made money when he knocked out what you call it, Tyler Denny. I expected him to knock him out, so that wasn't really nothing. And then like you said, yeah, Edgar he beat Caceres. That was Edgar's toughest fight. Probably was Caceres outside of course Canelo. Then of course Angulo, and then he just knocked out Montequilla, all that stuff. So it's but yeah, I think Edgar gonna get it done. I'm still not seeing nothing special in Hamzah. Like, yeah, he solid, got to reach all that, but just I don't like them looping punches, man. Looping punches. I think Edgar gonna get him with one of them, especially like you say, he set it up. And I'm trusting in Coach Mark, of course, to get him right for that. So, I sent you two in your DM Ness. Shakur just did that interview. So they asked him, they said, is he the main event? He said, nah, he not the closing fight. A lot of people feel he should be. So I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
but
man, they
remember
still
that was
using
his
him to
interview.
sell it.
Remember that was his interview with Showbiz the day of the press conference. That like
Nah,
Showbiz.
the one I just sent you. Like the one I just sent you. He just did that one a couple of days ago with I don't you'll know, bro though. I can't remember because I ain't looking at it right now. I'm on the Discord looking at this screen. But yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah.
did that
Okay, I
interview.
see what you're talking
And
about.
he said the closing fight in school, like, yeah, a lot of people feel I should be, but he said I know it's because of Shiraz, you know. I already tweeted too yesterday this. I said I need Bud, of course, to beat Canelo, and I need Edgar to beat Shiraz so bad, cause like it's like you were talking about. Shiraz just know that Canelo fight locked in for him. Like, remember Canelo fought Munguia for his WBO mandatory, so his WBO mandatory ain't even necessary next. But he just know that. Like he said, Turkey done guaranteed him that fight. I'm just good, Lord. Edgar, please come through, and Bud, please come through. So I'm hoping that happens. I'm trying to think if that was all I had. I think it is. I couldn't call it last night, Ness. So on that topic, shout out to Amari Jones. Yeah, I don't really like the signing, but I am like you. It is too early to tell. So I'm just hoping if nothing don't pan out with Golden Boy, hey, at least he get gone. I wanted him to fight Ishmael Davis. If they could get him that fight, I don't know how that'll work. I know that's an overseas fighter and all that stuff, but I think that'd be a good step up for Amari if he could get that fight. So yeah, like I said, aside from that, that's all I really got. So I'll go back to listening. Appreciate you, Ness. Shout out to you too, round one.
All right,
All right.
appreciate you. So, man, what you was saying, round one? Before I took that call, did you get it off?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, nah. I was just talking about like, a lot of people are thinking that Berlanga is a bigger puncher and that he's not gonna be able to weather the storm. But interesting fact, they got Hamza at a 80% knockout ratio, and they what is Berlanga's a 78. So it's like, okay, He's slightly the bigger puncher. He's got more on his record, but it's just a factor of the weight jump, and I think that that's what's going to play out. Can he make this? And you know, and the fact that a lot of questions were left when he fought Carlos Adames in that fight. There were a lot of questions. Like a lot of people that I talked to, I felt he lost the fight. He didn't look good in the fight. Carlos Adames had him missing big, was clowning him in the ring. Like, and he was just moving in and out of all his shots. He looked, lost at some times in the fight, but Carlos Adames's gas tank gave out. He couldn't do both. He couldn't cut and pull. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, we got Angry White Man Boxing.
Salutations, my brother. Where you at? You gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, you gotta unmute.
You might have stepped away for a minute.
Yo.
All right.
All right. Beat the press.
Mic check, mic check.
Gotta unmute. Beat the press. All right. Pat Bandero.
Bandero. Come on now, guys.
Saludos.
What up,
Ahí es, saludos, puñeta, vamos. Se acabó el
Wow, what
abuso.
up, round one? ¿Qué la que
What's
hay, round
up?
one? ¿Qué la que hay,
Ahí,
Ness?
tranquilo.
What up?
Saludos to the chat. Hey, man, I quite like that matchup, Berlanga and Shiraz. I believe I got Berlanga winning the fight, but I'm edging toward him. It's not going to be an easy fight. It's going to be like, I think he's going to really have to figure him out maybe around the round 4 or 5 to see how he can get in. I can cut the distance. Now, I believe the win over was it Amo from Shiraz was quite a good win. However, I believe that Berlanga's got better IQ than Amo. Amo's got like he's got good like he's good physical skills and stuff, but Berlanga's got a better IQ. Now I believe Berlanga's gonna have to use a lot of level, like to go around the jab, under the jab, to cut the distance. That's gonna be the key. And really, if you look at it, what's his name? The Dominican guy who fought Shiraz before, I forgot now. Yeah, Adames. Yeah, Adames showed that. You could see Adames going up and down, side to side, like going around the jab. So that's the key, really, because Shiraz will use quite a lot of post, using post for defense, using post for offense, like using a bit of frames. So I think the key is to like change levels for Berlanga. Now, you always love Berlanga, but the problem is like I don't like when he talk always about Canelo. Like he needs to be his own, And for me, he's not Shiraz Canelo, because Canelo is a champion first of all. Berlanga is not champion yet, so
yeah, he's talking payday.
He needs to be his own.
He's talking
payday. If it's payday, it's okay, but if it's payday, it's okay, yeah. But he needs just to be his own self, like That's my thing about Berlanga, because I always like Berlanga. But since he fought Canelo, I don't know, he's got a different vibe into him. So that's my opinion about it. But I got Berlanga, and I think it's gonna be a great fight. It's a great matchup. If he can cut the distance, that's gonna be his the key to victory for him is to cut the distance and be able to go around the jab and under the jab and changing levels. That's how I got him beating Shiraz. But it's gonna be a tough fight though. Like to go around that jab, that's gonna be a tough. But yeah, I like that matchup, and that's my call, bro.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough assignment to get around that jab and everything. One of the things that
Yeah, he
has
got
me
a
concerned.
75-inch reach, bro. That's long.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing that has me concerned is why is Edgar Berlanga concentrated so much on Andy Lee? Like, is he putting too much
Because
stock in that?
no,
Like,
because he feels like I already beat Andy Lee. You getting somebody I already beat. He remember Jason Quigley was trained by Andy Lee.
mm-hmm.
And he beat Andy Lee, but Andy Lee was also moving.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't trying to get knocked out.
Right.
We got Angry White Man Boxing trying you again.
Yo, you hear me?
Salutations.
My bad. My bad. I got a phone call right when you were like letting me on, so shit happens. But what's up with you, round one? What's up, Ness? How
What
y'all
up,
boys
champ?
doing
You
Good
today?
do what
morning.
it do.
I had to address something that Tone said yesterday. He said I be calling people bitches and all sorts of crazy shit on Twitter. Well, the reason I do that is they get a link first. After we start conversation, they get a link first to come click the link and we could talk about it. Round one's been on my platform before.
Yep.
They deny doing that. They don't want to do none of that, so they get called bitches and all sorts of shit like that. And that's why I got so much respect for this platform. The people that are talking shit here will actually get in the ring and throw them things. So that's why they get called bitches over there on Twitter. But to today's topic, Shiraz can box a little bit. He can definitely box, and I don't know if fans know this, but he said he had a hurt hand, and I can't imagine that weight cut was doing him any favors in his last fight against Adamas. I'm not trying to make no excuses for the man. I'm not picking him or anything. The dude can
No, he
box, bro.
actually did
So don't be
another
surprised.
interview in that same suit saying that the weight cut was very bad. He can't make the weight no more. He was offered the rematch, and then him and his team was gonna actually, try to make that weight, but allegedly he says Adamas priced himself out. But he said there's no way he can make that weight no more. He just couldn't.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and I get it. You know what I mean? But that's the problem with sucking down and looking for advantages in the first place. It comes to a time where fans are expecting you to get your lick back, and you just can't make the weight anymore. So, I mean, don't be surprised if Edgar Berlanga is getting outboxed pretty much the whole fight. If he stops him, he stops him late in the fight. It's not going to come early like no first round knockout shit. But that's my call, man. Thanks for taking it, Tone. I called you a bitch because you refused to take the link and you blocked me. So, you know what I mean? You want to talk shit in peace. You don't want no savages breathing down your neck when you're out there on the Twitterverse all thumbing it. So it is what it is. Thanks for taking my call. Next round one. Be good. Be safe, boys.
All right, champ. We appreciate you. If you're watching this on X live streaming video, now is the time to get ahead and help with the visibility. Hit that retweet, repost. That's going to get some more eyeballs on the show. Potential new callers. Swat Jones, you could call in via X or Discord. I just put those links in the live chat. Let me send that link out to Twitch for anybody over on Twitch so you can get it as well. We're taking calls. We got Tres Leche again. Trying you. Second time. Going once. Going twice.
Unmute your mic.
Oh, take. I don't know. Okay. You there? Gotta unmute.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
I hear you.
Shout out to you guys. How you guys doing this morning?
Chilling.
Chilling. Shit, man. I didn't know fucking Shiraz was that much bigger than Edgar, like height-wise and with the reach. But that's a very interesting fact you got there, Ness. Him only rehydrating to 170. That's weird, bro.
I know. I wonder if that's even real.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck.
Internet be lying.
Yeah. Because if that's the case, then yeah, bro, you gotta. I mean, fuck, Edgar at 195 pounds. All it takes is one shot, man. Shit, but I think it'll be a good fight, man. I think it's gonna be interesting. Wait, is this next week? No, it's not this upcoming weekend, right? Is it in 2 weeks?
Next weekend. This
Yeah.
weekend is
Yeah.
the 5th Saturday.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be real interesting however it gets, man, because you can kind of tell that Shiraz has a very good Joker face, and he's a good he likes to play that businessman very well. So like, I feel like he's getting under Edgar's skin because I noticed Edgar didn't really get to him in that face off mentally, you know, with that like his personality. You could say it's for the fans. You could say that's just him, but you could tell that he didn't really face Shiraz, but I don't know. It'll be an interesting fight, man. But if you're telling me to pick somebody, I'll take Edgar by knockout. But yeah, man, that's it. That's my call. What about who else? We were talking about Haney, and yeah, I got to that yesterday. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and let you guys keep rocking out. I'm listening.
All right,
I was just. What you say? You got the stoppage early or late?
Nah, I'll say late. I mean, if you guys saw Edgar. Shiraz get fucking gassed out with Adames. Yeah, you could say it's a weight cut, but if it's the fucking weight cut, then why are you only rehydrating to 170? That's what I'm saying. That whole shit is just weird. So I think Edgar will get him out after the 6th, 7th, no later than the 9th. I think it'll be a mid, maybe between 5 and 7. I give him 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. Knockout.
Well, yeah, as far as them boxing skill wise, both of them, Hamzah and I gotta admit, Berlanga's getting better. He's been getting better, and even though that dude had that stretch, whatever, 10-year inactivity, whatever, it still takes skills to take a guy out like that. He still his reflex might not be like right there, but he had a professional record. He was undefeated, so I'm not like giving him a success over that knockout, but from the Canelo Alvarez to all the fights in between until now, I think he's that move that he made back to Florida. I think he's getting better. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a better version of Edgar Berlanga, and that's what I'm hoping for. A better boxer, a better counter puncher with power. And if he could wear down Hamzah between multiple rounds by landing those blunt blows, accumulation of damage, he'll get him to drop his arms and he could put him away. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, that's how I see it going down.
Yeah, we got to hope he drops that Puerto Rican left hook to the body, man. RC, Nightwing.
¿Qué onda, Nes? You got me? How's my audio?
We got you.
Hey, man. And I hope Berlanga sparks this dude out of here, man. I really do. I hope it's an early stoppage. I think Berlanga's power is real, man. I think he's a bit more skilled than what people give him credit for. I think he landed some clean punches on Canelo. I just think Canelo's chin is undefeated. I think that was a difference. But if he lands clean like that on this guy, I think he's sparking him out, man. But going forward after this fight, man, if he does spark him out, I'm gonna jump out the window real quick, man. I'm pushing for that move to 175, man. I'm still gonna push for that move of 175. And what do you think about maybe getting in there with David Morrell, man? Who do you think is a harder puncher at 168 when Morrell was at 168? Him and Berlanga.
I mean, Morrell, he knocked everybody out except David, right? So it's like Berlanga, he didn't get name stoppages. The biggest name is McCory, who's not really a name.
I want him to move to 175, and then if he knocks this dude out easy, maybe something like Morrell. But I do want him to get some kind of belt, man. That's another thing I wanted to touch on because yesterday Schofield Senior was kind of pissing me off talking about belts don't matter, man. That's crazy, man. That shit. I couldn't call in yesterday, but that shit was pissing me off all day. I was just thinking about it, man. Like how do championships, rings, belts, like, bro, climbing to the top matters, dude. Like, I don't know. That to me sounds crazy, but. What's his path to get a ring from Berlanga at 168 though? Like that's what I'm wondering too.
Ain't no
I mean,
path. He got to beat
there ain't no
Shiraz
path.
and hope to get a rematch with Canelo because Shiraz is going
Yeah.
to get a Canelo fight if he beats Berlanga.
I wouldn't have my hopes on Canelo rematch, man. I don't think Canelo's gonna go for that. Honestly, I wish it'd be a better fight this time because I feel like Berlanga's gotten better. And
He
will
only
be
had
better.
one fight.
But
He
I don't
only
think.
had one fight since Canelo, so how better did he get?
No. What I'm saying, like, if that's what he's pushing for, I don't think Canelo's gonna give him a chance, even like 2 fights down the road. I don't think Canelo's trying to. I think he sees him as a level down at this point, Canelo. You know, just his mentality.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm pushing for that move to 175, man, and get some easy
Yeah.
fights underneath him, and then maybe get a Morrell fight, and then just hunt down Benavidez, man. That's. I think that's his path. I think that's his path to greatness for Berlanga. I'd like to see that. Imagine that press conference, man. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Benavidez versus Berlanga down the road. I'm talking like 2 years down the road, bro. Not right now. But that's my call, man. I'll be listening in, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Good call.
You may feel like it's your time.
Well, there could be another
But it's not your
road for Berlanga, right? Let's say he knocks out Hamzah, right? Let's say he knocks him out. In a good world, he beats him. And let's say that he fights Diego Pacheco and puts him out. If he can put himself in position once again to show that he's had stellar performances and he's worthy this time for Canelo, and then, you know, some time is gonna go past. You know, Canelo would have to actually be victorious over Terrence Crawford, and you know, we would be looking further. So there might be another shot. Now going up to 175 and Edgar Berlanga chasing down David the Monster Benavidez. I don't know. And then who's next? Demetrius Bivol? Like what? Like you might want to stay right where he is.
Anthony Yard and Berlanga is a good fight, fun fight.
It's a fun fight. Yeah, okay, yeah. But he wanted titles. He was like, when will Edgar get a title, and where would his road be to get a title?
Yeah, nah,
and
those belts got to get vacated. I mean, if Canelo and Crawford got those belts, whoever wins, I don't see, you know, Edgar getting a shot, because if Crawford wins, you know, I can see Turkey offering all this money like he did for the other Undisputeds for the rematch, right?
Rematch.
And that pushes everybody back again. He could fight Billy for the interim, and Billy, I think, just won an interim in the WBC. I got Allen Day. Maybe it's just me, but I have Shiraz washing Berlanga. Stylistically, Berlanga been out the ring a long time. Can't count the can fresh out the joint. So he's talking about the tune-up that doesn't matter. So basically he's saying that Berlanga hasn't fought since the Canelo fight, and the February tune-up didn't do anything. Hook like Berlanga, back with another fight, said Berlanga owns Ireland. He their best, 168 and 175-pounder. Who else can say that? We about to own the UK. They can't mess with us. Yo, I never knew you was a real Berlanga fan. I thought he was like trolling with the screen name Hook like Berlanga. But okay, I see you. Pound for pound number one on the chat, Leonard Sterling. Drop that bomb for the pound for pound number one. We got Leonard Sterling with a $10 super chat. And he says, both ain't got stellar resumes. Berlanga's best wins are Quigley and Rose. McCory. It's domestic level. Shiraz has ammo. Should have lost to Adames. Denny and Liam Williams, domestic level wins. Shiraz for the W. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, Shiraz should have lost to Adames. Berlanga lost to Canelo. Would he lose to Adames? I don't know. Maybe y'all would have him losing to Adames too. Eastmex, $5. Listen, Berlanga is the next up. He is going to destroy Shiraz and anybody at 168 and 75. I hate it for my boys, Munguia and Benavidez. Whoa. Yo, that would be like, he would get up there with Cotto. He would surpass Cotto. I ain't gonna front. Cotto does have the prime Shane
He got
Mosley
too many
win.
names. Yeah,
No, but it don't matter. None of Cotto's belts have been that big. If Berlanga beats Benavidez for a belt, Cotto don't have a fighter he took a belt from with the name and the accomplishments of Benavidez. Cotto took belts from, yeah.
Benavidez is 2-division world champion.
Yup. And a pound for pound fighter and considered a threat. Allen Day, $2. Morel and David Benavidez KO'd the F out of Berlanga. Yo, B. Word, man. Why Berlanga got to go through this much hate? Way too trill.
What's the deal?
What you mean, Turtle? You tell me that Cotto got a bigger win than a David Benavidez. You don't get the hell out of here. What up, Way Too Trill? You sound pretty far.
Hold on, I'm about to turn this off, man. Good now.
Perfect.
You hear me now? All right, bet, man. It been like a year, man. I've been at work, man. But you know I gotta go through these cars for the rest of the year. I don't know about the Berlanga fight, man. I don't know, man. Everybody's saying he got good little swag to him. I just think he ain't ready for that Canelo again, man. He gotta wait till everybody vacate them belts, man. I don't think that. I mean, he a cool dude. His footwork good, all that good stuff, man. He just got the amateur moves. Still little tweaks he need to improve. It's even money on the sports books too for the Shiraz though, but I don't know, man. That's gonna be an even fight. I'd rather just put that decision on Berlanga, decision on Shakur, keep it moving with that card. Then we got Crawford after that. No, we got Tank and Roach after that. Then we got Crawford. I'm gonna have to go with Tank TKO, man. He got a statement to prove. I got Crawford on the Canelo card, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm riding with Crawford, man. He made me some money with that Earl Spence, and I ain't about to go against the grain on that one. And I don't know about that Devin Haney either, man. I don't know. We got to see him throw some punches, bruh. But it ain't. It's a good little couple months that we gonna be watching some good little fights for the next couple months, man. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just here to give my review, man. I ain't got no opinions and none of that good shit.
Appreciate you, champ.
All right, man.
All right, brother. So who's the main event?
Which fight?
All right, here, Edgar.
Y'all know who, man. Y'all know who.
Yo,
Boy.
online
Turkey boy. Edgar ain't got no turkey deal. He made it clear. He ain't got no turkey deal. There's only two turkey boys here. Hamzah and Shakur. That's it. There's only two turkey boys here. Yeah.
It's the motherfucking world. Greatest, 17-time world champ. You niggas can't stop me.
Yo.
What up? 17-time world champ.
Shit, man. Just getting ready for the biggest fight of the month.
When is that?
You know what I'm saying? July 26th.
Oh, that's the end of the month.
My fault. The biggest event of the month, my fault. July 26th, man. LCA, a.k.a. Little Caesars Arena, man. It go down. Oh, yeah, I heard somebody over here talking about hitting females and all that. Like, you gotta have the facts right, man. Like, you can't believe everything a girl say, bro, when she mad. That's all I would say. But yeah, man, that was a good ass face off. I don't know who capping though. That's what I need to see. Like, is Edgar nervous? Cause that's how I fuck with Edgar, but it's just giving me nervous energy. So, cause he know he got to win this fight. Cause if you don't win this fight, everybody gonna say all that talk with that Canelo shit. That shit out the door. So you gotta get this win. And Hamzah did lose his last fight, but he's Turkey favorite. And I'm sick of these niggas planning fights before fights. Like, how many times I'm gonna tell these niggas, dog?
Nah, we need that
How
jinx.
he about to fight?
We need that jinx. We need
for
it.
sure.
We need that.
For sure. But how he about to fight Canelo?
Hey,
Did
man.
he just move up?
But you got to remember, Canelo, that's because, again, if you're not a Canelo fan, you don't know, but he been wanting to fight in the UK. They just trying to find him someone they could do it with. Remember, it was going to be Eubank at one point, but he got into his Conor Ben fight, and now that turned into a rematch.
So they gonna send that fight to the UK?
Yeah, I mean, he want to fight in the UK. He's a world champ. Norman wanted to fight in Japan. Why y'all hating?
That's whatever, bro. That shit just I don't get this shit. They need to stop doing that because
Turkey's messing up the ring. He's making mistakes. He keep renouncing all the. He already got William Zepeda fighting on an undercard already.
That's what I'm saying. That shit pissed me off. And
crazy.
is it Isaac Cruz or Andy Cruz?
Yes.
Because
it's Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
How? I seen Andy.
No, it's Isaac. I seen Isaac. Isn't it Isaac or is it Andy? If it's Andy, even fucking better. Him versus Zepeda. Whatever. I'll take either.
Yo, but Zepeda hasn't even finished fighting Shakur.
It's Andy. It's Andy. It's Andy. It's Andy. It's Andy. They know Zepeda losing. What's wrong with y'all? Stop acting crazy. No, you fake. You fake. Pick Zepeda.
Like wrestling.
Pick Zepeda.
That's why he got them fake
Pick
ass
Zepeda.
belts. This shit like wrestling.
Zepeda then.
No.
Pick him.
For what? He asked.
I did. So how come you can know what's gonna happen but not Turkey?
But that don't mean you playing this nigga another fight, bro.
My brother, if you picking Shakur, why can't fucking Turkey?
Oh, so this nigga picking niggas and he supposed to be in boxing, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all really, listen. No, let me water this down. Let me water this down.
No, you right. No, you right. He a fan. He got money.
That's right.
That makes sense.
That's it.
You right. All right.
He a fan. He got money. He want to see motherfuckers fight. And listen, we need somebody to do that in music. Put a concert together like that.
No, facts. And I get him because he don't give a fuck about losses. So we need him. You right. Big time boxing. You told him out.
Yeah, bro. Like, look, he know. He knows that Zepeda gonna get cooked. And it probably was tough as hell to get Zepeda to say yes. So he like, yo, don't worry. If you lose, I'll bring you back on another card versus this much money. You know what I'm saying? So in Zepeda, he like, all right, hypothetically, I don't know this number. I'm making $2 million versus Shakur. And if I lose, he's giving me a 1.8 comeback fight. Like, fuck it. I'll take it. You know, like, because dudes don't want to fight Shakur. And he's sending the wrong contracts anyway. Shakur out here with Turkey ain't trying to be great. Like, you out here with Turkey, and the best you giving us is William Zepeda, man. That's wild. That's wild sauce. I mean, you got Dev trying to fight Tio. He sent the offer to Tank via Turkey, and now he locked in a welterweight power punching fight. We got to ask more from these other fighters. It's not fair. It's not fair. Y'all talked about Earl doing heavy lifting. Y'all, you know, we got to keep that same energy.
Facts. I'm out, though.
This is a double-edged sword what Turkey's doing, because one of the things that's wrong with boxing is the gaps in between fight. So he has the power of the ring, and he can promote these fights, and it builds, excitement, and it gets us talking. But what happens when the guy that's supposed to build up to that fight loses? Ryan Garcia. And we never get that Devin Haney. Once again, he already had that fight signed.
Yeah, but we
So
don't care. We
when
got
it,
a bigger
when it goes
puncher.
bad, right,
We got a
when it
more
goes
disciplined fighter with the same amount of power, natural
right, okay,
welterweight. So it's like
right.
the Devin fight with Ryan. We could wait because Devin's about to show us you got that chin, or Ryan, the Austrian wasn't the Austrian. It's just you ain't got no chin. Like
right.
all we want is
So
answers. I don't give a fuck who give them to me. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, AJ. I always wanted the Wilder fight, but you think I didn't like that Dubois knockout? That shit was spectacular.
mm-hmm. But we don't. Sometimes when the fight it doesn't work in his favor, it's a little distasteful because then it leaves fans were like, "Damn, we were gonna get that fight type thing."
For sure.
But
Bro, we
when
gotta
it
blame
works,
the fighter. But we gotta
when it
blame the
works,
fighter.
it works. You know
Let's
what I mean?
blame these fighters. Like, bro, you wasn't as good as we thought. You didn't make it to the fucking race. Like, all you had to do was beat Berlanga and you get your hometown Canelo Alvarez UK fight. Okay, you wasn't as good.
All you had to do is beat Rolly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you wasn't as good. So why we get depressed and upset? It's like, oh nah, you wasn't even supposed to be here.
Right.
The super fight we thought, it wasn't a super fight. You not as good as we thought.
Bro, they pitched you a un bombito palpiche, right? Rolly was coming off a loss.
Yeah.
A stop is still by
no,
a 5'3".
It was a tune-up, bro. The only one that didn't consider it a tune-up was Ryan, and that's why he got caught in the headlights, right? Because Ryan always told us, nah, he got power, He was saying that. Like, he was saying he's going to fuck Rolly up, but he was saying, yo, no, you know, he's dangerous. He's got power, and I guess that shit, you know what they say about boxing, bro. It's 80% mental. Maybe that power played in his head, and that's why he fought so defensively, especially after getting knocked down. He just couldn't get out of that. But
he got gun shy.
I got Big If. Check in.
Yeah, you hear me?
You know it.
Yo, salute, man. Salute, Nestor. Salute, round one. Great show, great panel. First of all, I want to say shout out to Dimitri Tanya, man. She was moving nice. I saw the check hook pivot trap she was setting in there. So I don't know why dudes was bugging on Shorty in the chat, man. But she looked really nice with the bouncing in and out steps and all that, man. Salute Dimitri Tanya, man. Salute to you, man. Yo, salute Berlanga, man. That's how New York's supposed to sound like. You heard? Like the Big Babies, Brooklyn Big Baby, like, you know what I mean? Richardson, Hitchens. That's how they sound like. I appreciate him selling the fight. I'm looking forward to the fight. I don't know why people hating on the fight and all that. These are two people at about the same level, you could say, and they're fighting, and I'm excited for that. And I never got to call in all week. I want to apologize to the Schofield family because I definitely thought what's my son name from Philly, man. Tev was going to outbox son, man. So I want to apologize to the family and all that. And but I'm looking forward to this Berlanga fight, man. I don't care who the headline is, Shakur or Berlanga. There's a lot of dope names on the cards. And lastly, I want to say, I don't know, Ness, if you on him, but he's in the amateurs in the heavyweight. Malachi, I believe his last name is George, heavyweight, and he just got a nice knockout. He moves, he cuts angles like a welterweight, man. Hopefully he turns pro. If y'all ain't on him, look him up. He had a crazy victory last night against the #1 ranked amateur. But anyway, salute to y'all. Salute to New York Berlanga, and I'm out, man. Peace.
All right.
Appreciate
you. Know, when he talks about that New York attitude and stuff, right? It's like sometimes out of towners they recognize it as like that New York bully mentality, you know. And for New York as a city, there's a lot of other cities, you know, that have always been like, nah, we're better than New York or whatever, right? You know, so sometimes people don't understand how they come off, the New Yorkers, you know, but trust me when I tell you, that's Berlanga right there, 100%. That is no act. That is how he is, that, you know, and it's great for me. You know, I love the back and forth and the shit talking, and, you know, we're going to get in the ring. We're going to settle our differences as men. So, yeah, absolutely.
Consejero.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good afternoon for those on
Morning.
the
What's
East
up?
Coast. Mr. Round
Yep.
One, Mr. Bill, can I talk to your son? Good morning. That was funny, man. That was funny. No, I agree with you. Round one. I'm Washington, right, West Coast. We're more avoidant, passive aggressive culture, and I've
hmm
always known that when I visited New York, it's just that's just how it is over there. It's nothing personal, you know.
Right.
Um, But yeah, man, I'm kind of stuck on this fight. I like Shiraz. Like, I just like boxers that can box and just carry themselves like he does, outside of the ring, right? That's why I like Canelo, Virgil, Usyk, right? These calm, cool, collective guys that are just gonna talk. They're talking the ring. But on the other hand, you do need guys like Berlanga, right? You do need guys like Tio just trying to sell the fight, right, and promoting. Um, I do like the underdog, so I want to go for Shiraz, but on the other hand, right, if Berlanga wins and he looks good, it's good for boxing, right? It's good for boxing because we keep that Mexico Puerto Rico rivalry alive, right?
hmm
You got Diego Pacheco in the mix, Munguia. I do like that one caller if he moves up, right? Chasing the Mexican monster. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on it. Definitely going for my boy William. Ness, are we gonna get him back on the show at some point before his fight?
Hey, man, that's on them, bro. They stood us up yesterday, so we got to see are they
Yeah,
gonna be rescheduling.
yeah. I was like, man, let me translate, man. But I got that 702 Cholo Spanish, so I was like reading some of the questions for Zepeda. I was like, nah, man, I can't do that to the callers, man, the listeners. Fuck. um, but
You know,
Ness, yeah, I ended up not buying the Jake Paul and Chavez Jr. fight. I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I was listening to you guys. You guys did an amazing job. It was just as entertaining. And of course, I would watch the highlights after they were up on YouTube. But you guys did really a good jobs. But I'm for sure gonna buy this fight. Gonna buy this fight. And let's see, what else was I gonna say? Um, who do you think? So, do you think so? If Berlanga wins, do you think it's more likely that he gets a Canelo rematch if he looks good, or is it more likely we're gonna get him and Diego Pacheco?
Yeah, there's no
well,
telling, man. There's no path. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna say, but like, Alashik doesn't have a path for Belanga. He only has one for Shiraz.
Yeah, and
well,
that's why
I
if
was.
Shiraz wins, right, he's gonna push that Canelo fight. I don't think nobody wants to see that fight, to be honest.
All right. Well, I was thinking of another situation you were just talking about on the other caller. Okay, as far as that, David the Monster Benavides path, right? What if after this fight, right? What if after this fight he takes on a fight and uses it as a measuring stick? He fights Caleb Plant. That
But that's a
David the
68 pounder.
I know. One more fight there. We'll get that one. We'll use it as a measuring stick. It's also a pretty big name. People been wanting to see that.
But isn't he coming off
If
a loss to Resendez? Is it worth it for
yes,
Berlanga to fight him off a loss?
I think
I mean, I don't mind the fight. I'm just saying something you need to
right.
remember.
Okay, but I, if you're if the goal is to go to 175 and or um let's see here, or he could fight David the Monster Benavides' his last opponent at David Morrell. What do you think?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said maybe he could fight David Morrell to use him as a measuring stick that's been in with David the Monster Benavides.
You talking about
Edgar
Berlanga
Berlanga. Yes.
after beating Shiraz?
Yes. And a
Bro,
common opponent that
it's
you
like
could use.
it's like you crazy or something.
I don't know. I was just throwing this out there, bro. Like, if you
Berlanga, first of
serious,
all, Berlanga's not fighting that dude unless they put the bag in front of him. Same reason that David fought him. Like you don't fight Matias unless you on the undercard of Canelo Floyd and you're getting paid $3 million. You don't fight Maidana unless Showtime tricks you into thinking you're going to be on pay-per-view, and last minute they change it, and now it's not pay-per-view with Adrian Broner and Maidana. Like, you don't openly fight punchers. Why you think Anthony Joshua never fought Wilder? You don't openly fight punchers unless they're paying you. You see, he fought Dubois. Turkey Al-Sheikh paid. You know, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're still a puncher. Every matchmaker is gonna say that. The puncher is still a puncher. Look at Ngannou. I didn't even think that fucker would do that shit. And he's not even a boxer, and he dropped one of our greatest heavyweights. Our greatest heavyweights.
On his debut.
And actually, he's not even one of the greatest anymore. He's dropped. I mean, Usyk cleaned this clock 2 times in a row. You know? That greatness we thought he had. He's definitely he's definitely, I don't know, is it fair? I'm not a historian. And I don't know how long these quote-unquote greatest lists are. How many positions can we put? But I'm still going to say Fury is one of the greatest heavyweights. To me, I just like the way that he moves. I like that he's like this big version of Ali. You know, when he wants to be, he can pop the jab and, you know, really glide on his feet. And then, you know, late he showed power. I don't know. I know people don't like it. They might not think that he's good. Usyk did beat him twice, but he also beat AJ twice. He just might be one of the greatest heavyweights. But I think that Fury has shown, you know, he could bang with all the heavyweights of every era. Is he going to get all wins? No, but I think he could bang with a lot of them, man. I mean, shit. Would he lose to Frazier?
No, Frazier was too small.
Right. Yeah, I think he would. That's one all-time great that he would be able to beat. I think Fury is good in that list.
But I think he would have lost to George Foreman.
I don't know, man.
Oh, George Foreman, that chin.
My opinion on that is outdated, right? Pre-Usyk, man, I thought Fury probably beat everybody. I didn't think he'd ever lose to Usyk. And then Usyk cracked him too. So, yeah, you got an argument. George had great power, but he was just so wild. Like, 40-year-old George, to me, showed more technical skill than 20-year-old George.
I've said this before. The greatest fighter in the world is 40-year-old George's mind and his young body. Give me that fighter. You know?
Yeah, because that Muhammad Ali fight, he was just like chopping the tree, looking like a
he would have
amateur.
never did that with the knowledge he had as he was older. He would have never did that. He would have caught on and, you know, shit like that. But, you know, when it comes to the greats and the heavyweight, you know, Ali, 19 title defenses, things like that. I mean, that's what stands out. Your achievement, your awards, how long. And the fact for him to get off his couch and beat the great George Foreman that stifled everyone. I mean, he put Ken Norton to sleep within like 30 seconds. He walked through Frazier like he was just a monster. And everybody, listen, people actually stopped Ali in the hallway and said, please don't take this fight. He's going to kill you. Please don't take the fight. And it's just like, you know, it's the type of things that Ali did. You know, that's just hard to put it against. And then if we're being fair, right, what we're asking from the other basketball players is you at least get 6 rings and then we'll talk. Well, then at least get 19 title defenses. And don't give me that, oh, he beat the guy who beat the guy that beat the guy's ass, so I beat him, so I guess that makes me great shit. You know, because he fought Tyson Fury twice, arguably a great fighter, and AJ twice. That's 2 top level heavyweights that were champions, right? Okay, I'll give you that. But, you know, if you're looking at Lennox Lewis, who he fought, look at the guys that Mike fought, look at the guys that Evander fought, look at, I mean, Lennox Lewis has a strong argument. You know, and I don't think that Usyk did enough. Remarkable skills, great skills for a heavyweight. Weak era, I gotta admit, not a lot of competition on his same level. Where that we had the Razor Ruddocks of the world, you know, the Rockman. All these guys were dangerous. Rockman was so dangerous he knocked out Lennox Lewis. We don't have that. So to put that against, you know, that's why it's your opponent sometimes, your era. Do you got somebody to punch back? You know, and when a guy can come, yep, go ahead.
My bad. You be
No,
giving
you
me
got
the,
it. You got it.
I be thinking
I be dragging
done.
on sometimes. You got to cut me
I
off
just
sometimes.
thought you was done there when you said it's
No,
your
I'm good.
opponent sometimes.
I'm good.
Stock chasers. Yo,
what's good? How's sound? How's my audio?
yeah, you sound bad.
All right, let me fix it. Brother, you hear me now?
Way better.
All right. Hey, yo, man, don't mind the noise, man. There's construction on these New York streets. You hear me?
Yep.
Yo, shout outs round one.
What up, babe? Chilling.
But round one, I'm on your ass. You heard? You
All
better
right.
get ready for that Alberto Puello beatdown on your man Subriel Matias. You heard? We on that ass.
I hear you. I hear you.
You heard? Yo, Subriel Matias ain't, bro. He ain't gonna pull it out with the southpaw slick style, boxing Dominican, WBC world champion. You heard?
Oh, you must not be watching Subriel Matias training videos. You heard?
My boy, you ain't watching Alberto Puello training videos. My boy working. You heard? He working. Oh my God, Subriel Matias about to get. Oh my God, bro, you might get stopped, my boy. You heard? My boy looking as stronger than he ever looked.
Listen, your boy ain't stopped nobody in quite some time. He ain't stopped Sandor Martin, and he didn't stop Gary Antoine Russell Jr. And as a matter of fact, Subriel got an iron chin. I'll put that chin and your boy's punching power. I feel good. You heard?
My boy, those openings that beautiful slick style southpaw gonna find on your mans, boy, you ain't never gonna see nothing like it. This is the fight of the night. I got Berlanga. Berlanga just gotta throw that jab. But listen, yo, round one, when I come back looking for your ass after Alberto Puello beat that boy Subriel Matias ass down for 12 rounds, I want you to show up, you heard?
Hey, yo, don't shy away. Don't shy away. I want you
I'm gonna
front
be
and
right here
center.
for that smoke. You hear me? Subriel Matias going down, my boy.
Hey, yo, here's a little fun fact, right? Don't tell Alberto Puello though, right? Subriel's training videos of late, they've all been lefty. He's training lefty. And you do know that
I hope he's training championship caliber level southpaws.
He better not come out southpaw in his biggest fight of his career. You tripping?
Peep game. If you didn't know this, neither.
Yo, listen. You had a southpaw that you had a southpaw that's lesser than Alberto Puello, and he beat your man's down. So stop the shit. Stop the tap, my boy. I'm on that ass round one.
Yeah, but don't compare him to my man's, okay? Because he's not him, all right? And as a matter of fact, you know Subriel was born lefty. He eats lefty, he writes lefty, everything. He just fights right.
Boy, yo. Subriel Matias got pressure. He got pressure, bro. We already dealt with Gary Antoine Russell, who's a high pressure fighter, and he better than Matias. Just get ready. Get ready for that smoke. July 12th, we on that ass. Round one, we on that ass, man. You heard?
His history tells you. We'll see who's more durable. And I think this fight right here is going to come up to durability.
For that second title defense. The world champion of the world, Alberto Puello, La Avispa. I'll see you then, my boy. I'll see you then.
All right, my dude. Hey, yo. Tell that dude to take the rematch. Take the rematch.
All right, be easy, y'all. Be easy. I'm going to holler at you.
All right, I'll holler at you.
You said take the rematch with who?
With Matias. Alberto Puello, because he's going to get his ass kicked. He's got a rematch clause. You know, Alberto Puello put in a rematch clause, no secret. So I'm already telling him, yo, tell him to take the rematch.
Word,
you know what I'm saying?
Word. Yo, smart by Puello. Gotta get that rematch clause in as a chin. Can't let them get you like that. That's that Al Heyman shit. No rematch clause. Shout out Rayo. Had to go into that. Boy, that Russell fight. No rematch clause.
That's that
Hawk,
Ed Hearn shit.
Maryland. Nah, Eddie puts the rematch in there.
Not with Subriel Matias and not with Liam Paro with Richard Hitchison.
Yeah, I don't know why, but everybody else has that fucking rematch clause. Shakur, AJ, all of them always got it. Look at even Conor Ben got a fucking rematch with no belt. What up, Hawk? My bad.
There ain't too much. What up, Ness? Round one, what's going on?
What's up, Hawk?
Ain't too much, man. Damn, Ness, I thought you said you didn't do no cussing, no lying, no nothing on this show. But I guess you do Dreamland, because Edgar Berlanga ever beaten El Monstro, David Benavidez, you would have to be in the what's that called? The DeLorean. You must be in the DeLorean going back in time or something, bro. That ain't never happening, bro. He not even accidentally beating David Benavidez, bro. Not even on an accident. That ain't. He would walk across the other side of the street. Man, I ain't nothing happening with no David Benavidez. David Benavidez beats you up, bro. He don't knock you out. He beats you up and beats you down. So nah, Edgar Berlanga ain't ready for that. That was the funniest thing I heard in a minute. Okay, but Bangla and Shiraz, yeah, man, I like that fight. I like that face to face, but I might have to jump ship and bail. Berlanga don't do good against straight up boxers, man. I don't think he do good against guys that box like that. That dude box straight up. Oh no, man. I might have to lean on. I might have to go with Shiraz on this one. If Edgar Berlanga get him, and then I'm happy for him. Yeah, I don't got no hate on Edgar, but I just think Shiraz is just a straight up boxer, and Berlanga don't do good against boxers like that. So he gonna have to show me something on this fight. He really gonna have to show me because the technical and the way that Shiraz fight, I just don't see. But I ain't gonna have to get him early. He gonna have to get him early because if he go past 6 rounds and he got to deal with that dude moving and boxing, and he gonna have a headache, bro. He gonna get Berlanga a headache with that shit. So on that fight, I'm gonna have to lean towards Shiraz on that one there. And Canelo, I was watching Crawford, getting ready for the fight, and it's funny. He don't go southpaw at all in none of his training. All of it's orthodox. So I'm wondering if he's doing that. So Canelo will see him just going orthodox. But then when the fight comes, he probably training off camera, southpaw. But he don't do nothing southpaw in none of his training. Yeah, so wow, I was noticing that. Pay attention to that shit there, because I don't know if that's like the show Canelo, he coming out orthodox, it's gonna be orthodox. All his training is orthodox, at least on camera. Yeah. So, yeah, that's me, man. That's TBV #1. Appreciate you.
As far as that Terrence Crawford fighting orthodox, well, my opinion, he's a better boxer lefty, but a stronger puncher righty. If he's coming against an iron chin, maybe he's thinking sitting down on some punches and trying to be the more effective puncher, because going to the left against Saul, maybe he doesn't feel he can, outboxing him is just not going to do it. I'm not sure, but I always felt like Terrence Crawford was a way better boxer lefty when he used to do it, but he was a better puncher to the right.
Yeah, I mean, I think we agree, because I feel like he's more of a finisher as a southpaw. Like when he wants to go for the kill, it's in the southpaw position. Mm-hmm. When he's trying to box, it's in the orthodox position. But I feel like he also feels just more confident in that southpaw. That's why he reverts to that whenever the going gets tough.
Oh, don't be a great
fight. Who it is. If I get anybody hurt, they getting out of there. They not getting out that round or that fight. Period.
Because I know for a fact that Boots could beat Crawford. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Spence. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Ugas, Pacquiao.
In your opinion, who is the best fighter at 147?
Me.
Everything Roy did, Boots do it better. Everything Mayweather did, he do it better.
SDS Promotions.
Lines.
Hey, Ness,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
we hear you.
Hey, can I got an honest question for you, man. Like, don't take this personally, brother, but can I just answer the question? How do you sleep at night knowing that you have a big platform and you not utilizing your platform to show that one of the best to ever do it, if not the best to ever do it, is just due? Like, how do you sleep at night not talking about Boots? You talk about Jake Paul, you talk about Berlanga, but when it comes to talking about Boots, you just anemic. You can't talk. Tell me, how do you sleep at night like that, bro?
What should we be talking about? What's the title of the show?
Yes, I'm just saying, man. I will hear you guys randomly bring up another fighter and say something good about him, but I never hear you just.
But we don't have any
say something nice
news.
about Bruce.
We don't have any news.
What's without news, man? I'm just simply saying, like, so. Okay, somebody say such and such, like when they say Devin Haney got one of the best jabs in boxing. You could simply say maybe, but now if you look at that dude Boots, there's levels to this. You see what I'm saying? You can always
when we think of
Boots,
when we think of Boots, we don't think jab.
Bro, did you see his jab against Villa? Did you see his jab against Stanionis? Like, come on, like.
I'm just saying that's not what we think of when we think of Boots.
He does so many amazing things. Your brain can't process it. It's like an old iPhone. Like when you watching Boots, your brain turns into like an iPhone 4. You can't compute what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like Ness, that I think we're doing boxing a disservice by not talking about Boots more. It's like ESPN. They always talking about LeBron James because he's that dude in the NBA. Even though I don't like the dude, he's that dude in the NBA. So and they understand it. That's what moves the needle. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a professional courtesy as a friend, as somebody that admire what you do. Utilize that man Boots a little bit more, because when it's all said and done, his legacy, if he never touches another boxing glove again, his legacy is solidified. You have the opportunity to be a part of something great, Ness. Please just vibe with me on this, my brother. That's my call. I'm out.
Yo, that's what's up, caller, man. I feel your passion for your fighter. Obviously, you're a fan of Boots, and I'm not gonna try to change your mind, right? But the standing on his victory is not aging well when Ortiz did what he did to him, right? And then you look back at the Karen, and who was that before he fought Boots? And then there's David and I can't pronounce his name right now. David, right? So Boots got pretty decent opponent, not no Hall of Famers, multiple division world champions, and no fault to his own. He went through that promotional issue where he took his promotional company to court. His promoter died. His wife took over. He had to get out of that. It stalled his career a little, right? He could have had bigger fights. Remarkable talent, but I can't put the cart before the horse. Why don't we talk about him more? Why doesn't Boots give us something to talk about? You understand, my brother? And when we want to compare him to other things and say, this guy X, Y, and Z, well, you got to stay active. You got to fight tough fights. And, you know, he's doing that, unifying, okay. But he's got to chase these guys down. You know, so.
Yo, you made a mistake and said Virgil Stanionis? Because they killing you in the chat. I said, did you make a mistake and say Virgil Stanionis? Yeah. They're killing you in the chat. Maybe you confused Virgil with Boots when telling the story. You know they hate us, bro. It's all good. It's all good.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's all good. So what was line 6 saying, that Boots gets in the Hall of Fame right now? What he said he said something like if he doesn't
all
fight
said
again,
and done, right? That I'm not sure who he gets off in the Hall of Fame, but what names and fights when he was emailed one belt.
Whoa, why you gotta be disrespectful?
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm telling the truth. What I sugarcoat it for him because he's Boots?
I mean,
so let's just talk.
I mean,
so you can say it about Devin Haney. So people could say it about Devin Haney.
No,
it's
they
all right.
said it. They said it about Devin Haney in the past. We can learn from situations and try to change, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
They try to shame Devin Haney because, he's a popular fighter, so it's fun to make a joke with a popular fighter. But, like, we got to learn at one point. We can't keep using the term email champ just because these dudes are, mean.
Right. Well. The situation
because it's not Boots'
was
fault.
justified.
It's not Boots' fault that these sanctioning bodies are politically tied, financially tied to certain fighters, certain promoters, certain networks. Nobody was gonna force Crawford to fight Boots, so they also were not gonna strip him, and he got elevated. Shit happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they stripped Terrence, and they should have. And I was in agreement with that because I didn't think that Terrence was going to defend any of those belts, at that weight division. So at 147, and he didn't. He went on to 154. But anyway, okay. But if now, had he stood around the division, right? Let's say Jaron Boots Ennis beats Brian Norman Jr. coming off of this hype train. Now, would that give him more credibility and a better name? It definitely would give him a better name because if we're looking at Jaron Boots' career and his record, like I asked, respectfully, what man on that record are you guys saying? Okay, surefire Hall of Famer right there, multiple is extremely worthy, and this is where he showed his ass. Struggled against Karen, but phenomenal talent, just not promoted well. I don't think he's got the fight.
You said it. You gave them all the reasons why. If they don't know, they got to do the research. Obviously, he was in a, promotional situation. Then he had the whole Espinoza friendship alliance. There was also decisions that were made that weren't the best, right? Like, he was offered the Black Prime Crawford fight. That was an opportunity. I don't know. I think win or lose, that would have made him more popular to be on a very big fight. Where Crawford shifted away from Earl to make this $10 million. And if that opponent would have been Boots in Crawford's hometown of like 18 to 20,000, who knows how big or smaller Boots would have been now. But that's actually a good question for those that care to answer it. Had he took that fight to Bud in place of Avanesian and lost, would he be bigger today than he is now, having chose not to take that fight and, going the longer route, getting that unification, eventually earning his lineal belt, and now, working on his second division. So, I don't know.
Well,
so many paths to greatness in this sport,
yes, so many paths.
Trees, Toledo.
Trees.
Yow.
What up?
What up, though? And I want to say was shout out to my guy Ben Lauren who called in earlier too. By the way, that Malachi Georges guy. Shout out to him. We've been fucking with him since the Olympic trials. You feel me? We even had our eye on gang. Apparently from like Teaneck, New Jersey or some shit like that. I fuck with it though. I like what he do. He put them bitches together. I fuck with him. He gonna be a hell of a pro for sure. But your man Zamari Jones, hey man, I think my guy Charles Conwell should move up to 160 and fight that guy, man. I appreciate what the fuck he had to say about my fighter, man, last night and shit like this.
Your fighter, according to Amari, isn't star material. He's a good fighter.
Hey man. Well, if that's the case, well, shit, beat him then, motherfucker. If he say you want to come up to 160, motherfucker, improve it. Shit, I would like that fight, goddammit. But if he can, if my guy Charles isn't into that, I would like that Ian Green fight for Amari Jones. You feel me? That Ian Green fight is a good fight for gang. Like last time I seen your boy Ian Green.
Can I get my credit? You just about to steal my matchmaker?
What you mean? What the fuck you mean? Come on now. I was already on this. My guy Roy Behringer had put a motherfucking hamburger on his eye.
I literally said Ian Green on the show yesterday that you obviously listened to.
My nigga, you said the whole 160-pound division. I can't give you credit for no shit like that. You named every fighter in the fucking division. My nigga,
I didn't.
if you go back,
I didn't
bro, you
mention
literally named every fighter
mention
in the
any
division.
top fighters. I didn't mention any top fighters. Other people were trying to match them with Chirones and I was not off that.
Tyrone, he over there. If anything, I like the Elijah Garcia fight. Elijah Garcia, Ian Green, these type of guys for him. Them up like Terrell Gachet.
See, I didn't mention Elijah. I thought that was also too much. Yo, my man got 14 fights.
Elijah Garcia? Hell no. Elijah, that'd be a good fight.
He got 14 fights and he never had a 10-rounder. Y'all got to slow down.
Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. I like that fight, man. The Garcia guy, he ain't been looking too shabby in these fights, man. That's what I'm saying. He getting wins, but they ain't really wins all like that. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I like that fight from the Ian Green shit though. I like that. I know you said my guy Roy Behringer when he fought Ian Green on that motherfucking Adrian Broner card, we hamburgered his motherfucking eye up. You see me? We should have won that fight for real. They robbed my fighter. Roy Behringer, if you listen to this, my nigga, we really want that motherfucking rematch. And I know you asked your man Ian Green about it. You seen how that motherfucker scurry? Yeah, well, yeah, it was a tough fight. I just, we're moving on. Yeah, but you better move on because you turn back, nigga, your ass gonna get turned back for sure. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, but with this Edgar Berlanga, we fucking with him, man. I like Berlanga. I like his bravado. I like all the shit that he talk. You see me? I just hope that he find a way to get this motherfucker Shiraz out of here. I'd appreciate it. Knock his shit loose, man. I want man to turn into a star. We need that. We need that. I fuck with him. But shout out TBV and shout out Toledo, Ohio. Floyd Schofield, fight Albert Bell, nigga. That's the scrap. Y'all be cool.
Dudes be really hating. How you gonna tell that man fight Albert Bell? Schofield just got a win bigger than Albert Bell ever got. Like, y'all be wanting dudes to go backwards at the mercy of your favorite fighter to benefit your favorite fighter. I don't be understanding this shit. All right. Mercado's definitely back in the ring this year, man. What we got, 5 months left? Fuck, man. Matchroom, he been having some bad luck. They can't even blame Matchroom, bro. He's been having bad luck with that career, bro. As soon as he signed to Matchroom, his father did so good without Matchroom, bro. Shit don't make just no sense at all. His father did so good without Matchroom, put so many names on that resume. As soon as he gets with Matchroom, he gets a dude that misses weight by like 14 pounds, and then he gets injured in his next setup fight. It's just crazy. Yo, what you think of Jake getting officially ranked at numero
14?
14 with the WB. Hey!
Nasty work, but hey, that's boxing. They also look at these things when they rank some of these guys, what you bring to the table. Let's just be honest. Boxing is a business disguised as a sport. I've always said it. So there's politics in this, but no matter what you think, no matter what you think, my man is, he's still putting up numbers. Let's just say that. I'll just leave it like that. So Jake Paul's putting up numbers, and I guess he's planning to fight Zurdo. I mean, that's the goal to fight Zurdo. And I'm just like, well, he has to get there first. So let's see if he fights real guys in the ranking, or he can fight these gimme celebrity Mitch martial art guys, and some mysterious way the WBA keeps ranking him up. That's where I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, you gotta actually fight some of these boxers. I mean, the closest guy he fought as a boxer was Tyson Fury's brother there, and he lost that fight. Well, now I'm sorry because of his last recent fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. there. So, and he's a real boxer. But that match looked phony baloney, bro. It just looked phony baloney. But I'm not gonna say it was or wasn't. I don't, But
yo,
Nasty work. WBA.
Let me ask
What do
you.
you think?
Let me
Yep.
ask you.
Yep.
Before Jeremiah Nakatilia, Abdullah Mason was already ranked number 2 in the WBO. And I know
Okay.
he's undefeated. But he didn't fight a Tommy Fury. Does he
Okay.
have an Anderson Silva? Does he have a Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? Was that dude that dropped him with the Mohawk, the Dominican, is he better than Chavez Jr.? Forget the world title Chavez won because that's politics. Like, is he better?
As
Did
far
he
as
fight
his
better? You know, he was
Yeah,
on
but-
one leg, though. He was on one leg, so they actually fought the same. Because Chavez barely fought, and that dude could barely fight because of the one leg.
Yeah, but that was due in part to the first knockdown. Then he tweaked his knee on the way down. When he got up, you know, and then he was going backwards, and he still hit him with a good left shot and put Abdullah down again. You know, Abdullah still has some
I'm
things to
just
work
asking,
out.
right? Like, they
Right,
ranked,
I understand what you're
Jake
asking.
14. You know, his
Yep.
resume at 11 fights, and it's, I don't know.
You know what I wait. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
You do your thing.
Sometimes, being at the right place at the right time can play in your favor in your career. Him taking the lead in a situation where they needed someone to come through and probably give a great performance, and he did that. He saved the night, and because of this and that little buzz right there, maybe they're going to award him something early in your career, where fighters, you know, maybe this guy got out late replacement, this guy comes in and he shocks the world. So opportunities are not the same as saying, okay, this guy, you know, fought this, and, you know, because the reason why I say it's not the same either, you got to remember Jake Paul didn't have no amateur career. He's using what he's doing right now as amateur fights to prepare him to get into the pros. That's what we're watching. And we don't feel like his competition was of pro level, but Jake was smart. He knew he didn't have Abdullah's advanced amateur career. So as a fighter in a commission, you feel better as a talent. Abdullah's more talented.
No, for sure. I'm just saying resumes. Who deserves the ranking? The top 15 ranking.
I believe
how
both
far
men
off
respectfully
is
so.
how far off is Jake from Abdullah?
Okay, the reason why
Abdullah
okay,
got like
I'll tell you the
20
difference.
something
I got it.
fights. Abdullah
I got
has way more development. Jake jumped in there in the fire and what he got? 12 fights?
Okay, I got it. Here's the difference between Jake Paul's ranking and Abdullah Mason's ranking. Everybody that Abdullah fought were in the ranking. Everybody Jake Paul fought were not in the boxing ranking. There's the difference. Everybody that Abdullah has on his resume at least were ranked fighters in real boxing, fighting going up the ladder as well. Not Jake Paul. Technically, he hasn't even fought anybody in the division. And he got a 14 ranking. And that's where Abdullah's ranking, I feel, is more worthy and rightfully so. And being at the right place at the right time, he's going to try to capitalize on his opportunity. But the fact that Jake Paul got a 14 and hasn't fought one person in the division. So.
That's a great point. I ain't look at it that way. He certainly hasn't fought anybody in that cruiserweight division where Abdullah certainly fought 35-pounders.
Mm-hmm.
101.
Jersey Nuts, what's up, my guy?
What up?
Oh man, I can't call it. Co-host, what's up, boy? Listen, hey Nuts, I appreciate I came in with a whole topic, man, but your co-host, man, he just threw me off with a couple callers ago, man. Fucking he gonna talk about and I appreciate how you answered that Boots question too, bro. Yeah, I mean, if y'all don't understand, Boots don't do interviews, so why isn't that gonna really, extend a hand and talk to him? It's a business, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. But you
Nah,
co-host,
nah, 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 nah,
hold,
nah,
man,
nah,
hold,
nah,
hold,
nah, nah.
hold.
That you interpreted that wrong. I'm just saying there's no news right now.
No, and that too, that too as well.
If he give
But
me
you, man,
anything to talk about, like for instance, is he gonna fight Virgil on the Brian Norman undercard? Brian Norman Sr. was just making jokes that if he and like at least talk to YSM, give us a response like, oh, did you hear what Brian Norman Sr. said on the podcast with the boxing boy? Yeah, that dude crazy. We never gonna get on his undercard. Now we could do a show on Boots saying he not fighting on the Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. undercard. But I need something.
no, for sure, for sure, for sure. I get that, but no, but your co-host was this the same guy you had to defend a couple months ago because somebody was talking crazy about him, and he was like, "Yo, let's just keep it not personal." Is
Yeah,
that him or no?
yeah.
Okay, all right. Listen, bro, listen. I ain't gonna get personal, bro. But you can't talk crazy.
You broke up. He must have got a phone
Then
call.
have no, 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 no. I'm here. You can't talk crazy and then have another grown man come to your defense. Listen, I understand what you said about Karen. So why don't these other fighters at 47 fight Karen? But that's not that wasn't the reason why my joint. I just heard you talk crazy about Boots, so I just had to just get with you on that. So now to the Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight. Hey Ness, we making money this fight, bro. Dev pulling this out. Now, first of all, these guys that Norman been fighting has been tailor made. Top Rank always do an excellent job with these fighters. Has been tailor made for him. And I mean, he as in Brian Norman is not used to a nigga using feints and throwing that jab. You know what I mean? He's not used to that. We have not seen Norman cut the ring off or deal with a person that's constantly using the jab and using his feints. And my last point is, y'all keep talking about the hooks. Let's point this out. Brian Norman and Ryan Garcia have two totally hooks. Brian, they say it's a kind of whip it quick John. Brian has a deadly hook. I don't believe that shit gonna get past Dev, bro. Dev's gonna get this win, bro. I'm telling you. If y'all smart, put your money on Dev. Now, this was an easy. If this fight was last year, whatever, this or a couple years ago, this would have been an easy no Dev Haney John. The Ramirez fight, everybody complaining about it. He did what he had to do. He got the win. But I'm telling you, Ness, we making money on this fight, bro. Dev is going to beat Brian Norman. And listen, look at them hooks, y'all. There's two totally hooks. They both deadly. They both deadly, but look at them hooks. Co-host, man, get your honor intact, man.
Yeah, I see you's a big Jaron Boots and his fan. But yo, man, respect, man. You know what I mean? Look, these fighters we want to see them fighting against the top guys, and what he chooses to do will determine his career in the future. He's fairly terribly young, so Jaron Boots Ennis could go down to as one of the best to ever do it. Let's see where he ends up. Let's see.
Word. I mean, if he takes that Turkey Al Sheik offer and fights Virgil, he's on the right path. That's
There
a
you
big
go.
name.
But
That's
I
a
heard
big name. But the thing with that is Virgil ain't a champ, yo. This elite conversation that Crawford and Canelo done started, it ruins everything. It makes you want to only fight champions so that you don't ever get discredited.
Doesn't Virgil have like the interim?
That he does. That he does.
Yeah.
If you're trying to call in now, is the time. We got Discord available.
Hey,
and
look,
X Spaces.
I know we've been talking a lot about that Berlanga fight. I know it, guys, right? But I really think the fight on that card is gonna be Subriel Matias. You know, that Subriel Matias against Puelo. I think that's gonna be a banger. Truth be told, man, I respect the Dominican fighter, Alberto Puelo. He's crafty. He's crafty. And he knows how to hit in those moments, you know. Subriel and them gotta know that, you know. And the one thing is that Subriel is the type of fighter that he'll let you get one or get a couple to get some confidence to stand in front of him just that small window. And then that's when I think that he hits hard. He knows how to change the cadence in his punches, Subriel. And it just, in my head, it stands to be a one of the fights that I believe that can steal the night. You know, it's a, you know, and of course we got Shakur Stevenson and Edgar on the card, you know, but yeah, I like that fight. I like that fight a lot.
Yo, this some casual shit right here.
What's up?
Boxing fan, $5. WBA also gave some scrub Giovanni Scaderti a 13 ranking. That might be a Jake next opponent. 12-0 KO has none but bums in his resume. Yo, he's not a bum, bro.
He's not a bum.
You know him?
Yeah, Giovanni.
How you know him?
He didn't he fight? He's that young kid, the Italian kid with what card he just fought on? He just fought. He went the distance with the dude. I forget.
But you're right. I ain't gonna make you rack your brain. You're right. He is Italian. He's from New York.
He just fought recently? Well, just help me out. What card was it on?
I don't know that he just fought. I didn't see his recent fight. I know he's been keeping active on a TCL. I know him from being out here in Vegas and sparring heavyweights out here, and you know, being a sparring partner for Michael Hunter. And you know, and credit to myself, I got in there with him. But I told him, I'm 40-something years old. You got to work with me. And he worked with me. He did not. It was no real sparring session. Like, I'm not trying to take credit at all. He literally worked me.
You went in there with him?
For sure.
Mixed it up?
I don't know about that mix it up shit. Like I said, he worked with me. And let me tell you, those was probably my toughest rounds ever in my life because I did like a couple rounds with him, and then fucking Michael Hunter jumped in with me too. And you know, they was both working with me, but it's just so difficult. They're on such a high level on their stamina that it's like they can move so much. You understand? And not be tired. But this is Scaderti, and I don't think he's no bum. Man. Shout out my man Scaderti, bro.
I like how Michael Hunter.
Bro, and he's really a good guy. Like, this dude worked with me. I'm talking about outside of the sparring. Like, he was giving me mad advice, like, on what to do, how to calm, you know, be calm, just talking. Like, he's a good dude. Even in the sparring, he would stop and be like, bro, you got to do this. Don't do that. Don't let me do this. Shout out to him. Look, speaking of the devil.
Yep.
Boots with Scaderti. See, y'all don't even be knowing who is who, bro. This dude just needs the opportunity. Wait, is he being trained by Boots on the low and we don't even fucking know? Because he's all over the world, bro. I mean, he was out here for mad months. Look, who you in here sparring with? Who we know in there? Who is this? I don't know those guys. But shout out to Scaderti. They go to that WBA he got ranked for. Yeah, man, don't be hating on my mans, bro. Team Leonidas, man. You know what that's from? Spawn with the great Usyk. Spawn with the great Usika. Look, that's that two-hand handshake right there. That means, yo, thank you for that work, bro. I appreciate you. I just got work with a two-time undisputed. That's that two-hand handshake. Two hands, one-hand handshake. You see that? Yeah. Oh, biggest in the room? Don't be trying to play my mans out, man. If you don't know, ask somebody, bro. Don't just do that, bro. Dudes just is waiting for their opportunities, man. You know, they just waiting for their opportunities.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know. You never know who can do what. And that's
true.
You know, shout out to Eric Priest, man. I picked against him. I thought Luis Cubazeres was going to be too much so early, and he rose to the occasion. He looked good his last fight, you know? You just never know who's good until they get that opportunity to prove it, bro. I got Tay Doe, $5. Boots fought Karen 2 times and sent Stanny back to his newborn unrecognizable. TBB loves drama queen boxers. Boots ain't one of them. In and out like a robbery. Hey, man, we would talk about him if there was fight news, bro. It's not that we love drama queen. There's nothing to talk about. Even if he was, like, on an interview saying, like, but there's nothing him saying even did he want to fight.
Yeah, the last thing was that Tio's incident, and it didn't work out.
Bro, I mean, look, and that's what you guys not respecting what I am doing. I could be talking about the refusal of the Tio fight. That he did. I could be making shows that, yo, did Boots really duck Norman? Did Boots really avoid the Tio fight? Is it a duck? Because he said yes and then woke up Saturday and said no. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, is Boots ducking the Virgil offer that Turkey gave him a couple months back? Like, but why would I want to report on negative shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I do like that Karen fight. It was a fight that I wanted for Norman before Devin became into the picture. So I do want Karen to get an opportunity himself. You know, I think he's also a good fighter and deserves another shot to prove that. Him and Alexis Rocha, that'll be a good little scrizzap. What you think?
I think
number 4, number 1, that's a good fight.
That's a good fight all day, even twice on Sunday.
What was the other kid that just won a fight and people's like, oh, he should fight Rolly next?
That Mexican kid?
Raul Curiel, you're right. That's a good fight for Raul. They won't do it. Golden Boy won't put him in there with no mover like Karen so they could fuck up his Mexican style record. They don't want that. Listen, I got a short day, I guess. We out, man. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm going to give y'all, you know, to the end of the Mozzie song to get in line. If nobody jumps on the phone lines requesting to speak, we up out here. Round 1, where can they find you?
You can find me on Round 1 Sports Talk on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram.
Let's see if people jump on during this last Mozzie song.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing, GTO, Instagram, and just a lot of the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, big fight. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing Voice. Ayo Ness, roll up the Hardin. I just landed at Reed, I'm trying party. Roll up. Shout out to I mean. We rollin' permanent marker. Be careful, this jabber stain you like a permanent marker. Size them up, then back them down. Vander Holyfield posture. All these other shows frauds. We the real, they imposters. We got like 2 phones lit. I'm on my 2-tone ish. Ness drop the line up. We got Bill Haney on the list. Whether it's X or Discord, hit the line, the floor is yours. You ain't feeling my opinion? We can meet at Border Wars. Throw you straight and I'ma slip. Throw my straight, you know it's lit. I take this rollie off my wrist and throw some gloves on this. I throw some gloves on this and turn the money made. Hit the subscribe button, it's free and you can join the day. And hit that champ level. Appreciate it. We live every day, twice a day. We stay dedicated. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., we'll get you through your day. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. They tuning in from New York all the way to the UK.
So, obviously, Bravis sent over a new design. This is
just too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby.
Not last one, but this is the latest version. Less messy, as you can see. I told him take my logo off the front of the glove. I felt like it was just clashing. And it's like, whatever, you're the designer, you're the manufacturer, this is your glove, your logo should be prominent. So What do you think? Remember, the left is one glove, the right is another glove. As you can see, the left on the thumb, you got the Podcast Kings logo. On the inner glove, it says the Boxing Voice and Bravas. On the right glove, it still keeps the Bravas and the Boxing Voice. On the inner, different glove logo on the thumb. All right, everyone's saying more clean for sure, way better. New version is better. Now the gloves look better. Okay. I do feel that looking at the two gloves, the two middle ones right now, even though they're two separate ones because of my logo, I do feel that it's a little too plain. I don't know, maybe he needs to like outline his logo with maybe a splash of red. Do you think that the two Bravas logos look too plain?
All right. First, right? Where I think the designer flaw lies in, because it's not like really like yelling. I think the lion faces or whatever jaguar they are or whatever it is, they're on the wrong side. Just take it and flip it towards the O. Put the face towards the O that way and put the other one that way. Now, what you want to do, like on the Nike symbol, you ever see it like on a hat when it comes real big in the front, it looks dope as shit, right? You want to do the same kind of image with the lion so that it's more prominent. Like you're onto something when you're saying that you need something to go in with that white, even if it looked like splashes of red paint or something, or red outline or something to go. But that check mark right there, what is that? What is that thing doing? Get rid of that right there. And then if you're gonna put, that check, that's gotta go. If you're gonna go with something there, you see that check is the color is itself is taken away from the white. If that check mark was not there, that would look more prominent than the design, the way you have it.
But it would look even more plain.
No. Okay, but
if you didn't have that gold and all you had is the logo, and it would look very cheap.
Okay.
It needs something on the glove. It's nothing. Don't get me
No.
wrong. Reyes is just
you got
Reyes,
the
but the way it is.
You got the names.
That's
you got
why
the
I said the collab glove is difficult because you're adding a logo. It's like I told my wife, it's like it feels like it's just placed. That's why I minimized the amount of logos, because to me it was just it was like, okay, we doing too much. It's too much going on. That's how I felt.
Right. So what hold on a second. All right. So well, just ask him if he could try it, right? And play around with the size of the lion. Make it a little like a little bit bigger right there in the front, man. Yo, if you could see what I'm seeing in my head, trust me.
Write it down so I can send it to them. That's why I'm showing it every day, to get, advice and opinions, bro. I don't want to put an ugly glove in the production, you know what I'm saying? D-Mo.
Yo. What's up with it? Shit, I literally just clicked over because I heard it go dark on me. I just seen the new design. I think the new design looks a lot better, but the issue that I think is the Bravas shit going vertical. Tell them to turn that shit sideways. Even if the lion is that size, I think it just look offset. Like it just look like it's not supposed to be there. If they turn it to where it's going across your knuckles, where you like when you ball up a fist, going across that area, I think it might look a little better. It just with that shit vertical, it just kind of look a little weird. I don't know, maybe it's me. But yeah, having Boxing Voice on the thumb, I think that shit is fire. The color scheme looks a little bit better since it's not all jumbled up. So yeah, so I think if they turn that Bravas sideways go across the knuckles horizontally, it'll probably be fire from there. But shout out round one, shout out Ness, just tapping in. I think I've been said this the first time when this fight first came about. I'm with the minority on this because I hear everybody, rooting for Berlanga, and yeah, I fuck with his bravado, I guess you could say, like the way he carry himself, the way he be talking, that New York spice or whatever you want to call it. I fuck with that.
But just inside the ring, if I'm looking at X's and O's, how many people have he fought with that kind of a, not even just that kind of a jab, but that kind of front hand, and to be that long? Like, usually when somebody got a jab like that, of course they'll jab a little bit, but like if you go back and watch the Adames fight, that's what kept him alive, if anything. We know, I personally feel like Adames has way better like movement and cutoff skills. I don't know who you can say is the better fighter, because I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan of him, but from what I seen, I think he got great head movement, and he was cutting the ring off in a different kind of way. The way that Shiraz gonna fight against Berlanga, the same way it's gonna look. I think it's gonna look the same, except Shiraz learned a lot in that fight, and he got good counter punching. If he could, and we know Berlanga has been clipped before, not just once, not just in sparring. We've seen it in his real fights with 8 ounces on, or whatever size they
Bro,
fight.
Tito
at
Trinidad went down every fight. Gamboa went
Yeah, I'm
down
not saying
16 times and won 2 world titles, I'm pretty sure.
all that's cool. I'm not worried about the fact that he go down, because you can go down and still win the fight. But you fighting against somebody who's boxing, whether you want to say he's on the back foot or not, he's still tall. So you got to take all the chances to get to him. Like Adames was taking crazy chances. His head movement was just so good that he didn't get clipped like that. If we know if Berlanga get clipped, now it's gonna make it harder for you to catch up, because now you got to play catch up. You're taking more chances than you did before. Like Adames was in the fight the whole time, and most of y'all feel like he was winning. So he didn't have to, he took chances, but he didn't have to just overly do it and force the game once he got clipped. I think if Edgar gets clipped, he's gonna be forcing the game plan, and that's gonna be his downfall. I got Shiraz winning the decision. I don't think nobody's getting knocked out in this fight. Like, I don't think nobody getting knocked out, and I don't believe that 170 shit, because there's no way. It's no way, bro. I got on the scale yesterday on 167.9. All it take is me to eat a meal, and I'll be back up to 178. I know for a fact if that was his real weight, there would be no reason for him to be drained out at 160. Like, I don't believe that shit. I personally think with this 68, he gonna be about maybe 85, 90. He's not gonna be as big as Berlanga as far as weight go, but like, you don't need to be as big as him as far as weight go. When you the bigger man as far as height, he got to take them chances. He need to be slick. He want to put on extra weight and not be able to move it around. That'll be his downfall. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tap back in. You doing the show today for the what you call it?
For what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing a show for this afternoon because I got Brian Norman this afternoon.
Nah,
Junior.
I was talking about for Border War.
No, that's tomorrow, Wednesday.
Oh, okay, bet. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna be tapped in either way. Shout out, y'all.
All right. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. Ness, GTO, Instagram and Twitter. We got big balls, $2. The angle the logos more diagonal. Add claw scratches. We're back at it. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 7 o'clock Eastern. Peace.
All right. Peace.